na etwagu live o YouTube ni nyina se ye hwe Ghana ye kanko ye mpagya se oman ni beye ye se enye ye ye timamufuo ye odwuma bebrebe se ye die wo ya se de wo se ye yo be se den na wo so wo ya na mo be na wo so tuo e de aboa se Ghana oman ya timi ebetimi akona nim ebetimi asena fata se de be ya enchirima no so ba omo emebre omo nkwa titi mu nko ha mu nya ye be ye ne no e na be kire de besi da achen ehu ba hia be se fata se be twesa pato wo se de be ya enchirima so ba omo betimi ato asa anamo no eso Edia mejeso eye Richard Kujo efisa amre kwafim se bebo eye no nine de eye face to face na ebra wo efe di kan ne ba kwhwe ko aka tamu ensensem enu agire no na ensem a egufom e di bia bana so do adwen kire e di aba se de nkete sesen wo se kodwe upon kroma covid sika no ye sika ya se mo fa front line eso no eno o da wasa ni sirim Sammy Gyamfi say Nanado one kind of cry 11111 or a dishonest person. Sammy Gyamfi na echo Prof Adei was it overborrowing? It's one of the mistakes Akufo-Addo say besian papa ya bo amana abro so lenyina ayensema eni ba ko hwem se MPP aban bosian bo no omabo pa na so momoye na so na do meche se da bi omunye reckless borrowing bia obeka ya no this state of nation ma tu bia no o kasa se me kan ho se enya de a omaye reckless borrowing bia ebiom omsa de batu jam ehu se enya de my reckless spending e hodom we nyina ye nseni bia e ba ko hwem emra ye de dwumadi brother answer no quickly be twa ho ba ko fa ekoje edwede nkrato e ba pa e ba ko fi ko akata de mu sensem no na ye de abro ebiom edin no eye Richard Kujo ha eye Ghana Waves Radio
Log on to www.ghanawaves.com and feel Italian radio. www.ghanawaves.com and feel Italian radio.
Don't miss Face to Face, your top political program on Ghana's Wave Radio.
Log on to www.ghanawaves.com and feel Italian radio.
Ghana Waves Edikanfo. Ghana Waves Kofabai. Ghana Waves first Ghanaian internet radio. Te wadwene na tie fo honti. Wasesan hubium akwa kofa foforo asaba. what the #1 internet application aba e de ama natifo wo de ane se wo use Android and say iPhone kase bo e fa amanyosem ho de fa agokansie ho ensem we kwaso o man Ghana mu ene wiase aman hudo nyina so wo betie radio stations akuku dam we wiase aman hudo no de kwaso o man Ghana best radio stations ni nyina wo betie ebla wo kura Android and say iPhone e simple no anso be call Android market and say Apple Store download eye free wontua hwe wompe we na de na wope sa wote train mu bus ma na sa wofie baby bia wo bia no obetie de kwaso wiase ama ahodo nyina so just rush and download eye free.
Nele ko so nya bro ho sei
chale e we se mi pe baby SNSK e ko Ghana fisa abwa no mfa no
ada won't shoe change ka money abetima SNSK de free Holland akọ Ghana abribia obeko ni pane phone so direct ohia se obeko bank bia na ko use ka no na mobile money o use no no na ska because say MTN Momo Vodafone cash and say Airtel Tigo money obetimi use ka no e wo mra omre ho kra na omo exchange rate ni de e da phone boko
onua minimo na mfa no mo wo
shoe change e wo over 21 branches across Holland. Adodo na nkasa ewo Amsterdam. My infrastructure changes here. No mun chire baby a omo.
Hello, good evening. Pacho Teresa Neka say.
Good evening. Pacho suru change here for na offices in ewo.
Suri change you walk 2 hour Belma, your back or Hansenhof, opposite market in Belma Drive 1067. Okoport to Swa, your son will be so Belma Pline 205, opposite Lidl. After your son so it will be what host. Easter fan Swindlestraat number 28. And son your son so it will be what west. Jan Efenstraat number 102. And son your son so will be what Central Damrak number 45. And your son will be what Rotterdam, Den Haag.
Yo, it has to be brave. Neke, Jomu number ye, Yanawa from 06860000653. And I say 010-411-1707. Suru changer na a easy, a fast, na reliable.
Guess what? Ghana Waves Radio can now be live wherever you are. All you have to do is download the Ghana Waves app from App Store, Play Store, and Windows Markets for absolutely free. Share and tell a friend and tune in now.
Ghana Waves, the best internet radio for Ghanaians abroad.
Okay, mama kwaba bium edeba Ghana Waves kasa fidise mbi kan kan ba kwhwe ko akata mu nsema aba idwaso ne yede so mboso no ede abro no akire no enne enseme gupuno so edinya abatudwa na so bia wo bia no so nya bi ahwe no nya bi atie na yenyina yakoyanim ewo ho ko akata mu nsema ede aba no na esi de ye ko na yede mu nsem ede abro ye ba hyase afri eye the Ghanaian publisher the new publisher no any shall say a free summary near body tell the home seminar abroad publisher him ho and now shall you to near a friend Adam Nymphony and a daho Nina Diasam no come or say musician Adam joins NDC race Nina say Enyum to near or say a fee NDC parliamentarians no sit on air copre near who with me every new primaries no was work of prebi na we near to one by Masibi Johnny Intina area Wahoma Union Bema Adam I be Adam I don't know Adam musician Adam joins NDC race. WTRF rebels jailed 25 years after breakaway attempt from Ghana. And he is secretary for a group of from some of the more free Ghana home. Omo Anna Western Togo landlords, whatever they call themselves. Omo Anna is here jailed for 25 years. A honor. Professor Adei blames Akufo-Addo government for overborrowing. He said Akufo-Addo buying chais ka waji wa borrows kama ubia muru kwa nchene sada we Professor Adei and this as him we to Ghana for any ever ho say Akufo-Addo buying dey e ban be sian bo pa de omudi mutinti man pa omuni mboma na yefe enti e ade a omabbo be sian pa pa na ade a atimi aha wo mo say say be hwem deep emra ye ku yanim no ewo ho yenko eye the today Kuakata no so eba edwaso dia se no today Kuakata no so eka and so hwe animu government to mismatch target for IMF bond approval for $3 billion. And the idea that Kuakata today anymore. Akoto said pass on at age 64. Former finance minister that of the daho you say within few education and 9 nyame atonensa e de afrenom as a on country for assassin home bushafo nyina yako. Overborrowing caused the country economic problem. Professor Adei and Ekasa or Horace Funyin at the whole nicely with the grey hair beautiful and all serious the daily graphic and also about a just so see they were protecting the investor and the daily graphic and I say CES moved to set up fund 5 Western Togoland separatists jailed for 5 years. Okay, I know I did that work out any question ye or this size so that I can get it very well. Work out on a daily graphic work out also about it just so our hand also with me a young share in semi be a way anymore. That's very, very nice, beautiful, and that's what as soon as you know. I say return Pukwase land to Ni Dodu Clote family and at the end at the court orders ACP estate and also don't coward into submission of your decision. President urges EC and also at the other Kwakata the daily graphic anymore and so the home the brew or Yanshe Wakata twice so Yankofa the daily satellite. And also a buy and I heard a satellite and so a daily satellite anymore no was a bond savings and loan is taking my money illegally we are there and also at the welcome stage we could bond savings and loan now just say I'm going to you music kitting you see if you are a university MPP Mons Dr. Akoto or saying direct party flag to fly at half master. Almost a penny if you move any party no or more flag biano embra from halfway. Ghana Bank of Ghana honored by the president at National Honors and Awards 2023. Okay, and I did that Kwaka today. That way, today's Hill Baumia at Kumasi Central Market. Was able to be and ra. I don't want to say also a bread wo. Nina a Kwakata the daily satellite. And so say about Betuja and no. Tina say cartel F papa. Yeko and Musu between Rajon Chodia Ba and Ra Yeko discussion session. My uncle, the uncle share Kwakata twice so a year the daily dispatch also a so beautiful colors. If you have some account, Oshe a Shua, no matter come was say see if you see something, say something. If you see something, say something. Vice President Baumia is above everyone else. First Deputy Speaker Anna Ekasano. First Deputy Speaker Anna Ekasano. Dr. Baumia for in the hall. So Ken Japan so fo da o sa so na hwa Alan Chemanten Joe Gatti ana Dr. Kwaku Apreku eso emfonyi eda ho no. Prepare for one touch victory in 2024. Alabi to NDC supporters. Bawumia, how Bawumia graced the outdooring of Yabongra yesterday. We see at the end of the dispatch anymore and also the home same about a bedtime more. Young check the twice word the finder also about a jasso. Wakata finder anymore. Boy say a oman that John Romani Mahama in Funya the Hall. I say John Mahama and Nes Kwamla files nomination. It's not at the war 50 died from 6,796 fires. Property worth 64.91 million destroyed only in 2022. Fire service when I recall, I would just say. It just a bug Kruma Kwaya 6,796. A Lumuno Nipa 50 and a free movie. A Japadia say, and Kwa a canisca from the 64.91 million. Anna a say, a war no more. And Nana Addo to launch 2023 Green Ghana Day in April. And so idea a work at the finder in Musasana as you say NIA to complete printing of 541,529 backlog of Ghana cars on March 29th. Where a idea no other workata the finder anymore. Yade hon ensem aba. Workata ba kwa and so a bird just so the Daily Post. The Daily Post and also workata a bird just so there's some Daily Post can nay Katan but your man for Amremo how but I say John Mahama files nomination to contest NDC flag bearer race. Akufo-Addo appoint another MP activist as matter of the EC. When you know audience work at anymore at the home sem at the brewer. Yen share Ghanaian Times, GT Ghanaian Times. And so any more yes some Ghanaian Times so air can a honum Ghanaian Times air by just and also say 5 secessionists jailed 25 years Homeland Steady case okay where is some Western Togoland for no and so the Mako Gum for 25 years honum government target planting 10 million trees. One person die every hour in Ghana from WASH diseases and so idea war the Ghanaian Times anymore. Vice President ex-President Mahama others attend new Yabongra's ensconcement in the Damango and also idea a walk wakata the Ghanaian Times anymore and also the home same the Ebre war. Young share a year the Republic also about a just so the Republic also about a just dinner the Republic also eka of anymore Professor Adei and Voyi and a daho and they was it blame borrowing. Professor Adei diagnosed economic crisis was in some course so we're gonna see him no we and the money by seeing it here it's not a yes no so also was say Western Togoland jail Western Togolanders jail Parliament Mon Akutu Osei the Nina idea that work at the public anymore. Alan Chemantin set up West Upper West Alive get blessed by Wana Fuseni Pindu people number 4 okay and when idea work at the Republic anymore don't say they want some the eba abatumanim yen share wakata edibicho to the Chronicle na yen sorry so the Chronicle so eba ejaso edi ense na Chronicle ekriti ede aba custom officer in court for allegedly stealing $4.3 million gold at Kotoka International Airport. Hey Aji Amabua Jumoro MP files nomination forms NRA begins printing of 541,529 backlog of Ghana cars. President to EC, don't be coward into submission. we idea no so ababeto dwa ewo ko wakrata the chronicle mu a ye de ehon nsem de abrewo ye be dan ye ho ye ba enen nsem bebre ho a ye be hwe na ye de ehon nsem ababeto dwa e de ma yini bema Sammy Gyamfi ababe kasa o say omampanyin nanado we very dishonest on kind of correct a tronk one we die nanado no krodie ba ko sei kra eninimu we asema Sammy Gyamfi e de ebeto dwa Sammy Gyamfi say nanado no krodie ba ko sei eninimu nanado is a dishonest person so as na Prof Adei mo say Ghana bra ye bre nyina busia do a MP aban e boye no kan bi ana amagana ye huna mani na ye brei sa so ana ECG force yan kan kire mo say omo dia omo party omo di no omo nim party bi akala o time so say twa light my ba twam ye ka say udu Ghana airport for the omo ka enyi sika ketwa sa so ana Parliament House at the ECG ka sa so ana ese Cape Sports Stadium ko de dum nimpo because for some time omo twa light bi oda nti omo so de ye dum no e wo honom ECG for nya bre e call round e jiska amamfo mu de omoka dan omoka e wo honom ye ba ba he you think say Sammy Gyamfi asemo kan say nanado no kribia nim no sa venet ye ana say oji say asemo kan no kribia enim sa so ana ye be hwe Professor Adei mo asemo de betu dwai do you think say busa do aba MPP aboy boy no e kan bi ana ama ye briana o man payin betu anim say there be they have not been reckless in borrowing and spending and you know and you can say party na no kribia enim they have not borrowed too much they have no can you all the state of the nation no or see we have not borrowed too much but then you nsema e ba ko hwem emra e betwe ho akogye enkrato aba 0049 151 66594 66 so do adwenkyere eri aba betudwa abrantie a efeno kodjo ponkroma ezo ho nsem ba emra MPP NDC4 kuhyem ye the two state of the nation address om say sika bi asenge kɔ wona om ye frontliners no no ase akwakodi kodjo ponkroma ho sika ni bi asenge kɔ mo no ono afa ho da yi eno nyina ensema ase de gatia e kan ye mra omodi state of the nation the two state of the nation address no to jaba ko hwe sanse no nyina na yaka wasem 0049 151 66594 666 now so adwenkyere ababetaj magine echi ha eye Ghana Waves Radio.
Log on to www.ghanawaves.com and feel the Ghanaian radio. Log on to www.ghanawaves.com and feel the Ghanaian radio. Ghana Waves, the best internet radio for Ghanaians abroad.
Neye na koso nya bro ho sei
chale e we se mi pe baby SNSK e ko Ghana fisi abwa no mfa no
ada wonti shuru change ka mani a betima SNSK de free Holland akọ Ghana abribia obeko ni pane phone so direct ohia se obeko bank bia na ko use ka no na mobile money o use no no na ska na because say MTN Momo Vodafone Cash ana say Airtel Tigo Money obetimi ayi ska no e wo mra omre ho kra na omo exchange rate ni de e da phone boko
onuami nimo na ifa no mo wo
shuru change e wo over 21 branches across Holland. Adodo na nkasa ewo Amsterdam. My every shuru change is here. No mun chire baby a omo.
Hello, good evening. Pacho Teresa Neka say.
Good evening. Pacho shuru change here for na offices in ewo.
Suri change you will 2 hour Belma, your back or Hansenhof, opposite market in Belma Drive 1067. Our couple to Swa, your son will be so Belma Pline 205, opposite Lidl. After your son, so it will be what host. Easter from Swindlestraat, number 28. And Sunny your son, so it will be what west. Jan Efenstraat, number 102. And Sunny Sansu will be what Central Damrak number 45. And your son will be what Rotterdam Den Haag.
Yo, it has to be brave. In the case, Jomu number ya know from 06860000653. And I say 010-411-1707. Suru changer na a easy, a fast, na reliable.
Guess what? Ghana Waves Radio can now be live wherever you are. All you have to do is download the Ghana Waves app from App Store, Play Store, and Windows Markets for absolutely free. Share and tell a friend and tune in now.
Ghana Waves Edikanfo. Ghana Waves Kwafabai. Ghana Waves first Ghanaian internet radio. Te wadwene na tiefo honti. Wasesa ne ho biom akwa kofa foforo asaba. What the #1 internet application aba e dia ma na tiefo. Wo dia ne se wo use Android and say iPhone. Kasebo e fa manwesam ho de fa agokansie ho ensam e koso o man Ghana mu. Ene wiase aman hudo nyina so. Wo betie radio stations akuku dam e wo wiase aman hudo ne mu de koso o man Ghana best radio stations. Ni nyina wo betie e bla wo kura Android and say iPhone. E simple no anso be call Android market and say Apple Store. Download it. Eye free wontu ahwe wompe we na de na wope sa wote train mu bus ma na sa wofie baby bia wo bia no obetie de kwaso wiase ma ahodo nyina so just rush and download eye free.
Meye na koso wonya bro ho sei.
Chale, e we send me pay baby SNS ka e ko Ghana fise abwa no mfa no.
Ada wonti through change ka. Through changes ka money a betima send ka de free Holland akọ Ghana abribia. Obeko ni pane phone so direct. Ohia se obeko bank bia na ko use ka no. Na mobile money o use no no na ska na because say MTN Momo, Vodafone Cash, ana say Airtel Tigo money. Obetimi ayi ska no e wo mra omre ho kra. Na omo exchange rate ni de e da phone boko.
Onua minimo na mfa no mo wo.
Through change e wo over 21 branches across Holland. Adodo na nkasa ewo Amsterdam. My first through change is here. No mun kire baby a omo.
Hello, good evening. Pacho Teresa Neka say.
Good evening. Pacho through change here for na offices in ewo.
Suri change you will 2 our Belma, your back or Hansenhof, opposite market in Belma Drive 1067. Our couple to Swa, your son will be so Belma Plain 205, opposite Lidl. After your son, so it will be what host. Easter fan Swindlestraat, number 28. And Sunny your son, so it will be what west. Jan Efenstraat, number 102. And Sunny your son, so will be what Central. Damrak, number 45. And your son will be what Rotterdam, Den Haag.
Jo, it has to be brave. Neke, Jomu number ya know from 06860000653. And I say 010-411-1707. Suru change na a easy, a fast, na a reliable. Okay, mama kwa bi ma de ba Ghana Waves kasa fidie so aha but also wuti na so bo fra number bit ma fra was so 0049 151 665 94666 0049 151 665 94666. Now so for na radio ntre e de aba njega sie nkoma Tommy o Germany so na boating Hanover also over Germany. Thomas over Canada a long time. Uncle Fee get on catch a papa gavi jinse ho ye pa baby a she bia njega sie enko emma on Uncle Fee che kwa ma me Uncle Fee ma fine pa Uncle Fee ati mo hwe Uncle Fee che kwa ma me baby o she bia ma me Uncle Fee nka Mr. Kwame Mante osu njega sie enko ma Tina o US njega sie enko ma osu saso ana Obaya or Germany. Also in Mr. Otis is able to UK 4040 or US or Boba or Bell France and Slovakia, Belgium, then they call Austria, Benjamin Eshon, there's no Alpha was within Chuma Siberima or South Africa. Recently on the mine South Africa updating the Ecosubiano or the home information at the Ebedine or a hot anon. So Anna Integration Command Yamit this year, also Dr. Ken. Also Miss Michia so Anna one hour kabia omutie Ghana was nyedin bit me aboka se budina ade ebechema ade asa supremo also in check say enkoma one am Ghana Waves ye platform no so nyina on WhatsApp no so no ye chicha mu nyina dem so mu nyina mo so mo ho pa oba padwe bi chia so na eja Badu or Spain South until it's usual go home in Jagassian come out South na bright mammy at a form Yamia Duma weekendy and a yeno a basso a war a year Asante Mampong kwano so baby ho na ye ebe koso ndi kan ne hye so nwa be ma bright ne ma me aye no sa na ho hye weekend yi na idi aye no baso ewo ho general o UK in Jagasi Nkomo sa so ana captain osu ye chiao we biara also kan ho sa Kingsley Otabel in Jagasi majuli ye hye munyina ne se munyina mo he Mr. Kwakudia o New York osu in Jagasi Nkomo Prince Danny also ubutu for Yao Otre Georgia ye hye munyina ne so bia ho ye munyina my crado my ready musimu tie Ghana we Steven also in Jagasi enko asem ubutu USA also we tie den menza aka munyina mo message no ewo ahase ye yakwa anim no ensem bebre ana ye behwe na so adwenkyia so wo mu bia no so ira baba ta akina me bia aye kama ewo eho aha eye Ghana Waves Radio media mejiso eye Richard Kujo se nyina be kai a emro mampanyi ekọ kan the state of the nation ere kire Ghana for omanya ne nchese se besia bo pa de dabi enya de a aban ya ye MPP aban o mabo besia mebri se de the other political opposition side no e ka no se aban ba besia wabo ana omaye must spend so much no no kire se enye sanity we have not borrowed so much and we have not been reckless in spending as mo mpanyi ere tu edwa no no ana ye da sorry ya Professor Adei ere betu je say there be MPP aban o muta kunye so omo mfum so ba kopọ maye pa aye bisia dodo a omo abo ewo omai ni mu na sei ana Professor ya ye kana se mfuni ene da ye dwumadi so yi asem o de tu dwa potin amembo ne ti se ne ye Professor Adei ekan ye wo say ade ba ko aha ban pa aye bisia bum omo eden omo boy emra omo bu omai no.
Biggest mistake they made is that they borrowed beyond our capacity to service it. And whether you are a country or an individual, if you borrow beyond your capacity, you will be in trouble. Of course, COVID came in and Ukraine, but the reason why things got worse was because of this underlying mistake that they made, and they must admit it. Of course, if not, they wouldn't be going to the IMF. And I think that as to the way forward, once you are an individual, you get broke and your debtors come after you, it's either insolvency or liquidation. When it comes to the government, it's renegotiating with your debtors. And the debtors happen to be Ghanaians owing about almost half of it in terms of treasury bills and bonds, and the foreigners. And he's saying that I can't pay. Let us discuss it. And that is what is happening. And I think that the debt restructuring will go through, but it means that the next couple of years things are not going to be easy for everyone. And we are hoping that we will, for me, whether we will learn and not repeat it again. And that will be me and you being watchdogs, and making sure that they don't go on another borrowing spree. And also, the leakage should be reduced, because government after government, the level of corruption and wastage has been too high. So we don't get value for money. And it has been true for as much as I know.
Professor Stephen Adei said this.
Okay, and to say, I know the two ja, or hot, I know, when some of the two ja pepe, and yabo or a mouse waiting and say, idea a walker because say Bobby Sia Bibri, the Irish home baby, you know, was so by yes, papa. And I know you and also the Bobo a year in some trouble for count, say in some trouble, most of more pa. I must animal winning a coso. Is it the uncle into the kind?
Every time they borrowed, you heard it on the news approved by the parliament, and you said nothing. And now that you say we can't pay and pay some more, you are crying. So the first thing is that all of us, and especially those of you who have the privilege of the media, should stop the sensationalism and then be analytical and critical. And also, let me get you, don't always get people who are NDC and MPP on the television, the radio. They say that sells. Bring people who will be able to educate the Ghanaians and tell them what to do. There's going to be election, all promises. Not even a question will be asked. How are you going to fund your promises? No. When you go and they give you food and other things, you are finished. You know. And these are the type of things that we should all be looking at. And I must say that my fellow intellectuals have been quite disappointing because there hasn't been sufficient intellectual discussion. Because being a university, being paid by the government, and you are free, a university lecturer will not be arrested for speaking their mind. They should use their forum and their seminars to really think proactively about where Ghana should go so that we don't get to this situation again.
It is some saying all the two ever so one year or the boy or the father for say so bono and yet a binding quabana babisiadi and so yen to phone as a shena yema a binding accountable no there be yen shema binding especially in some trouble for ye Omoko parliament as omo pass maybe yen with some questions be brentino omo found yen upebia when you know yen sema Professor Adei edu 2 years to say adiba kwa abogana form pa eye bosia boa Ghana ya boa no eno eya dia o say aboye form pa ewo ho 004915166594666 when you say Professor Adei edi etudwa mra omokohia mu no edwendwen oman economy ene insensema eye obese related economic related issues ana omodwendwen ho no ode nsem ebetudwa ewo eho enom anja no kwa ana kasa bebre ekasa wudmedina se batano ani ade a ase edi ehini ewo hanom na ohwa sei ana joyfenfo efa story no say economist Stephen Adei says borrowing without the capacity to repay is one of the most significant contributors to the country's economic crisis. The former Ghana Revenue Authority GRA board chair insists this development is what has become the Bluetooth around President Akufo-Addo's neck. I think the biggest mistake they made is that they borrowed beyond our capacity to service it. We need some what it to ja no more. It's very nice to say also I'm not so much about Gidi say Bushan boy, a boy, you know, a quite anymore. But in the mono asima or my penny but to say there be on a sure say or more about Bishan be nibum. Mozo and spend this California for and spending basa. I said, get here the Subo Ababo Ura a year could your pong croma, Subo the book with your pong croma, and say, rock with your pong croma, Sika, I was saying Kayadisha, copy for Papa, or there be ordinanza, I can be, Amma, I say, maybe Anna or Fasa, COVID-19 Sikano. Young couldn't just say more Ura sitting get here, added to Jamra. Or Kasa award the true state of the nation address any subordinate or Kojo or Pon and Chroma Ewo Ehonum. Young couldn't tear small kai.
I put it to you, Mr. President, that the government management of COVID-19 funds cannot be said to be honorable when the Auditor General could not verify bills and validate dubious payments amounting to 37.6 million Ghana cedis by the Ministry of Finance to NGOs and private individual water provided for the provision of so-called free water. Also, it is dishonorable for officials of the Kwajo Opong Nkrumah-led Ministry of Information to line their pockets with COVID funds under the guise of risk allowances meant for frontline health workers. It is the height of cruelty for funds which were meant to save lives during a public health crisis to have been looted and misappropriated in this bizarre manner. Brothers and sisters, despite the desperate attempt by the chief corruption clearing agent to sweep these serious crimes under the carpet, one thing which will tarry for ages to come is how the COVID-19 pandemic became a corruption bonanza And the
okay, it's a ringasia and a cassa or hornina aye. Cover sika or did say a buy.
I put it to you, Mr. President.
Basa, a honsem and order to ja ever ho and no at the ama a chief for omehu near a course or see. It's gonna be a boo ha to say if I'm penny fun sassy you papa or what you say. When I say Fatas of Omniska as frontliners in Nina and who are crying sick components but Nina no finance call a year information ministry for the other be omofa home. Edi IEC atam se afena wo dwene de ko Facebook live ko YouTube live na wo hwe dwuma de no ewo eho enomo ya YouTube page no Ghana Waves as na Facebook page na Ghana Waves e se tekesia na ekasa ewo eho yenko tie insepotia o de tuja emra o kasafa COVID ho ensem.
I put it to you, Mr. President, National Awards scheme that the government management of COVID-19 institutions cannot have distinguished themselves when the Auditor General could not verify bills and validate dubious payments amounting to 37.6 million Ghana cedis by the Ministry of Finance to NGOs and private individual water provided for the provision of so-called free water. Also, it is dishonorable for officials of the Kwajo Opong Nkrumah-led Ministry of Information to line their pockets with COVID funds under the guise of risk allowances meant for frontline health workers. It is the height of cruelty for funds which were meant to save lives during a public health crisis to have been looted and misappropriated in this bizarre manner. Brothers and sisters, despite the desperate attempt by the chief corruption clearing agent to sweep these serious crimes under the carpet, one thing which will tarry for ages to come is how the COVID-19 pandemic became a corruption bonanza and a milking cow for President Akufo-Addo and his officials to cream state resources in the most obscene manner. It should come as little surprise, therefore, that the President has become a clearing agent who actually rewards unscrupulous members of his government with national awards. Instead of the President sacking the serially incompetent Minister for Health, Akufo-Addo, he decided to confer national honors on the minister's corruption and included even more corrupt appointees and companies to desecrate the revered national award ceremony. Dr. Nkrumah established this national award scheme with the view to honoring people and institutions that have distinguished themselves in service and sacrifice to propel Ghana's growth and development. Mr. President, our nation's founder, Kwame Nkrumah, did not intend for the National Award Scheme to honor criminality by cleverly sprinkling and sandwiching a few meritorious awardees among nation wreckers. This year's awards and the inclusion of these shady characters, some of whom are under parliamentary inquiry, can at best be viewed as part of the systemic denigration of our statehood. And I'm happy that some decent awardees never participated in such a scheme. I put it to you, Mr. President, that the government management of COVID-19 funds cannot be said to be honorable when the Auditor General could not verify bills and validate dubious payments amounting to 37.6 million Ghana cedis by the Ministry of Finance to NGOs and private individual water provided for the provision of so-called free water. Also, it is dishonorable for officials of the Kwajo Opong Nkrumah-led Ministry of Information to line their pockets with COVID funds under the guise of risk allowances meant for frontline health workers. It is the height of cruelty for funds which were meant to save lives during a public health crisis, to have been looted and misappropriated in this bizarre manner. Brothers and sisters, despite the desperate attempt by the chief corruption clearing agent to sweep these serious crimes under the carpet, one thing which will tarry for ages to come is how the COVID-19 pandemic became a corruption bonanza and a milking cow for President Akufo-Addo and his officials to cream state resources in the most obscene manner. It should come as little surprise, therefore, that the President has become a clearing agent who actually rewards unscrupulous members of his government with national awards. Instead of the President sacking the serially incompetent Minister for Health, Akufo-Addo, he decided to confer national honors on the minister's corruption and included even more corrupt appointees and companies to desecrate the revered national award ceremony. Dr. Nkrumah established this national award scheme with the view to honoring people and institutions that have distinguished themselves in service and sacrifice to propel Ghana's growth and development. Mr. President, our nation's founder, Kwame Nkrumah, did not intend for the national award scheme to honor criminality by cleverly sprinkling and sandwiching a few meritorious awardees among nation wreckers. This year's awards and the inclusion of these shady characters, some of whom are under parliamentary inquiry, can at best be viewed as part of the systemic denigration of our statehood. And I'm happy that some decent awardees never participated in such a scheme.
No, wasugusa wutie Ghana Waves Radio. Ye kwani musu betima frɛ 00491516659466. Naso radio nkyerɛ de aba 00491516659466. Adwenkyerɛ ana ye gye na so de odi aba kama sa pepe ɛwɔ ɛhɔ ɛnomo. Iti amegye so ɛyɛ Richard. Samno de abonu mi no pa nsima aduonu ba ko pepe na meka sɛ no mi nu pa mu ye ba ko gye den crowd for ye ba ebetua dwumadie no so yenko hwɛ other stories and also make headlines wa say na yemfa mu nsɛm emfa emrew bebi a oti ebia yenko wase na meka ECG for asem obeka ya busumi eda to so aduonu 20th of this month ana ECG betu Ghana for nyanim say there bi omo be sura round akwa dan kana manfo de omo kom nye den omo ntuaye and the ofia no mo awura ho ba say yes if ECG never wa be check meter say what the car say won the car yes and omo ko pay mo Parliament House ye efikasiem omo ko duru ho na say car da ho no na nya kaketwa gangan to money it also mutu mo ntwe dia e betwa mo light him sa so ana duru ho so a fere say Ghana Airport airport ye na kachi trige pa ana da ho musu atwabia ya mo time say mo mtanka na so mo 2 days say ma metua e betu musu bedum light ya betu mita ndi akọ na je say ye dum le pexe kima e biemhyem bia ntuma Ghana biem ana bisu enko biem ntina pempenzu a omo anu sa wakoduru no omo say amanfo de omo kan enya sem ketua amanfo de omo ka too much na we omo nhwe obi anim there's no fear of favor and one sem dem ba omo djuma no ba be wantua e betwa mitam e betwa light mu nya light in them it you know above domestic and government institutions and a bibia private sector and bibia no de money kire akodan omoka your office akrobo ba say am check say bibia you light bill and bibia am check bibia wa say and am jai hokoye because review ni so am ba ho say you know they are going everywhere am so more than ka do am do why bibia am do omoka bia no they will come to you no obeji omusika e ho no make say Cape Sports Stadium omuni nkania because almost the twom light say 18 ton time yɛtwam show a ɔmode ECG for kɛtɛ ɔmo ni kanea ɔmode edi ɔmo nnwuma ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Cape Coast Sports Stadium bi a ɛyɛ ɔmo kɔyɛ 6 match na ɔmo kɔyɛ 6 match last year saa eti hɔ ɔmo ni right yɛtwam ɛwɔ kanea bia ni hɔ a ɔmode edi dwuma ɛwɔ ECG for ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Cape Coast Sports Stadium hɔ no eti egusu ni ɛkɔ so na ɛno na ɔmo sɛ daabi light na ɔmode adwuma no ɛnyɛ for ɛyɛ charity o ana light no so no ɛnhyɛ party colours you know, if we are MPP, we are NDC, why whoever you are, you do say about when I saw the car, light, you know, you become prepared, say, I know the Etuja,
the calls that have come in, are these friends or power brokers or politicians?
It cuts across.
And they want you to do what? Just...
Oh, can you hold off? Can you hold off as to what?
The biggest problem in the past has been when political calls come, because those ones, the argument is always you are possibly trying to kill our base. Somebody else in the government who tried that, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, complained publicly when he was sucking people off the street that his own party came after him very hard. Maybe you haven't had that yet, and so you are saying, oh,
so before we went on this, what I decided to do was to give a few courtesy phone calls, speak to a few people that I feel matter, and so that the information will cascade down. So that was how I started it. And to be very honest, it's mostly not political calls that I get about destroying party power base. But forgive me, I don't see myself as doing politics. Understand? I see myself now as a technocrat. If the biggest mistake we could ever do is to politicize the work done from this office. So for me, your electricity bill doesn't have a party color. Your electricity bill is red, gold, green with a black star in the middle. That's your electricity bill. So believe you me, as I said, the status quo balance straight out. I know a few people will feel slighted. It's not our intention to disrespect anybody or embarrass anybody. I just believe we have a mandate and we should carry it out.
I hope nobody's threatened you.
Oh, honestly, I don't look at things even from that perspective. You know, sometimes when things happen, people are sad. People are anxious. So maybe, but for whatever it's worth, we would learn to understand each other.
Have you been threatened?
I would not call anything a threat. I would say conversations are always being had around. You understand? So we would keep on having conversations here and there, but in all fairness, I think everything is calm and we are moving forward.
Okay, and everything is calm. Therefore, we are moving forward. ECG for the same way. About Tuja or Magana for say, Yedi bar in him party A and party B. Ye bar and say about Danyaka, never be GSika. Na you creating Gakras. I said the being every time one more minor, let me a fan into my part at the Efra. Story papers is here at forcing a MP, because a minority speaker of parliament. You want some unable to jay, and no a year Godfrey Adame, and a Casawaha, or say at forcing was criminally reckless in ambulance transaction. Any idea? And so able to jay, Cecilia or Hanuma, young said the story in ACT. If we join FM at Ebai, I say Attorney General Godfrey Adame says minority leader Dr. Cesar Atuforsen was criminally reckless in the ambulance transaction. This is Mr. Adame's conclusion in arguing before the Accra High Court to ask that the former Deputy Finance Minister be ordered to open his defense. Dr. Forsen has been slapped with charge of woefully causing financial loss to the state. Two others, Sylvester Animana, former Chief Director of the Ministry of Health, and the businessman Richard Jakpa, are facing various charges, including international misapplying public property and contravention of the Public Procurement Act. The ambulance saga, I was saying, the case bordered on a series of events that happened between 2013 to 2017. Top of this narrative is the 2009 presidential decision to acquire new ambulances for the country. The AG says the cabinet in December 2011 endorsed an executive approval for the purchase of 200 ambulances out of a loan facility of 15.8 million to be paid out of a credit arrangement between Stanbic Bank and government. The Health and Finance Minister are said to have put in an application for parliamentary approval to reflect this decision. This approval was granted on November 1st. The AG contained nowhere in the request to Parliament, nor the approval made reference to any role to be played by either Dubai-based Big C General Trading Limited or Jakpa at Business Limited. The Chief Director of the Ministry of Health is alleged to have requested approval from the Public Procurement Authority (PPA) to engage Big C through a process of a single source sourcing for the supply of 200 ambulances. The Attorney General described this letter as falsely representing that the reason for the single sourcing was that Big C had arranged the financing of the project. The PPA is reported to have approved the engagement of Big C by single source method of procurement for the supply of 200 ambulance. In 2010, say a year 2003 to 2017, one baby no, and ambulance was in beginning December 11th, and there was an endorsement says here a ambulance, Makumaku 200, and for mine on the £15. Sorry, because say dollars or 50 euros, 50 million euro. 50.8 euro loan I was see through a Stanbic Bank and at the government of Ghana. At that time, Health Minister or Waho to just say yes. Parliament editum AF November 1st. And they say be a shas here. And I actually must ambulance. If I'm just someone say back when you don't tranquil and say me. And some the government say a year at forcing. What he did was criminally reckless. A idea to say why trans was he mukra and a idea a cause a man baby so a criminal and very reckless in doing that a year of Otusa and a month. We in someone also Alberto Ja Ewa Yaku and knows between my joint at the Abba Beboa 0004915166594666. When you say Asema Sammy Gyamfi Eka, definitely Benjamin Bar or can be also say yes, it's true. Senado has been dishonest. You say about media, what the kind of degree that say about media there be a Kangana Hinina or no try and throw him will be a you can you Benjamin and the can say oh so bar or can be also say cotton one. It's Olivia. I was doing 0049151665946666. Now so Ode Aba Mra Yakwenim J in Semno. Now so we're doing from Sa Hon. Message about could be about some main kind of meeting for toe. Na young queen, Mina a borrowing. Yes, say Professor Adei must say Abai. Bobbisia can be an amagana who actually no and amount for Eddie Madrin tray at the Abawasa in Seminole Home in Tobacco can message about community and Sabia Abba Awasa issue no hona also Madrin tray. Yeah, the also between the about 0049151665946666. But the message is not Rami and to be who are Beba Abakin Canina Eddie Amawo. Young calling could see some best of you ever to ya Emerald Court TV3 or Sina Akufo-Addo and never be away and send for tobacco.
Advisor on media. What be that? A presidential staffer in charge of NAPCO. Meanwhile, the NAPCO has collapsed. You owe the beneficiaries 9 months, you are not even paying. So let's stop the waste. That is the first alternative. Secondly, let's eschew corruption and punish those who engage in corruption. Look at the way you have wasted COVID funds. Okay? And when we are, even before Parliament will investigate that, you clear those who have been indicted and you confer on them. People like Akufo-Addo, who has been indicted by Parliament for procurement breaches in the procurement of Sputnik V vaccines and for the inflation of the price of the vaccines he claimed to have procured and so on. You confer national honors on their corruption as well. Number two, we have we are saying implement the recommendations of the Constitutional Review Commission by scrapping ex gratia. We don't need it. Again, revisit Operation Feed Yourself. Let us grow what we eat and cut down on the import bill. President Mahama has said that. Again, we are saying that revamp certain factories that the ex-war government commenced, which can go a long way to create jobs and to cut down on the import bill. We've spoken about revamping the share factory we started at Bupe, which they have abandoned to rot. Operationalize the Commander Sugar Processing Factory to cut down our sugar import bill. The juice sacks factory project we commenced, but actually did not start the actual construction. We are saying they should take it up to reduce our importation on juice sacks. We've spoken about the need for them to revamp TOR so that we can process our own oil. We drill oil from Tensan copper fields. We have our shares of
Win.
This advertisement has been vetted under
every Thursday.
Import bill. President Mahama has said that. Again, we are saying that revamp certain factories that the ex-war government commenced, which can go a long way to create jobs and to cut down on the import bill. We've spoken about revamping the share factory we started at Bupe, which they have abandoned to rot. Operationalize the Commander Sugar Processing Factory to cut down our sugar import bill. The juice sacks factory project we commenced, but actually did not start the actual construction. We are saying they should take it up to reduce our importation on juice sacks. We've spoken about the need for them to revamp TOR so that we can process our own oil. We drill oil from Tensan copper fields. We have our shares of.
Okay, and today and some Sammy Gyamfi edit to ja hot and no more 00491516594666 00491516594666. Now so we are doing Eddie Abba. Yanko Sanamiga kind of messages my community about was said me kona me kohwem na no so yede ho nsem ebe tuja Professor Adei mo ebe kasa nsemo tie no yenza aka message my community was say yes, the professor is right. We all know that this MPP government has been reckless and have been borrowing have been borrowing more than they can service. That's why we are in this mess. They should wake up and do the right thing. Nanado and his government must go. 2024 GM is coming with a messenger and also Abba. Also between me about 00491516659466 00491516659466. We somewhere we are able to do message Eddie Alpha. When you say I am not how much you see in Ghana and I want to I am Mexican Ghana ye pra apeno. I'm sure much you soon. Boy trekking short yensa intimi enka sikano. We yi sembia and also I shall see a boba a unity crack sa ba we nyina aka ho. Eti wadwen chere obebe 5004915166594666 now wadwen chere Eddie Abba ewo ho enomo amenko na minzi yemfa nkratu we ntwem quickly ye ba e ba beto so abo ye no mi pa osima aduana pepe 40 past a year 2 yenkoje edode nkratu e ba ya beto so o hanu.
The best internet radio for Ghanaians abroad.
Ghana Waves Edikanfo. Ghana Waves Kwafabai. Ghana Waves first Ghanaian internet radio te wadwene na tiefo honti wasesa ne ho biom akwakofa foforo asaba. What the #1 internet application aba e dia ma na tiefo. Wo dia ne se wo use Android and say iPhone. Kasebo e fa manwesam ho de fa agokansie ho ensem we koso o man Ghana mu. Ene wiase aman huduo nyina so. Wo betie radio stations akuku dam we wiase aman huduo ne mu de koso o man Ghana best radio stations. Ni nyina wo betie ebla wo kura Android and say iPhone. Eye simple no anso be call Android market and say Apple Store. Download it. Eye free wontua hwe wompe we na de na wope sa wote train mu bus ma na sa wofie baby bia wo bia no obetie de kwaso wiase ma ahodo nyina so just rush and download eye free
ne na koso woni abro ho sei
chale e we say me pay baby SNS ka e ko Ghana fisa abwa no mfa no
ada wonti through change ka money a betima send ka de free Holland akọ Ghana abribia obeko ni pane phone so direct ohia se obeko bank bia na ko use ka no na mobile money o use no no na ska de because say MTN Momo Vodafone cash ana say Airtel Tigo money obetimi use ka no e wo mra omre ho kra na omo exchange rate ni de e da phone boko
onua minimo na mfa no mo wo
through change over 21 branches across Holland. Adodo na nkasa ewo Amsterdam. My infrastructure changes here. No mun kire baby a omo.
Hello, good evening. Pacho Teresa Neka say.
Good evening. Pacho through change here for na offices in ewo.
Suri change you will 2 our Belma, your back or Hansenhof, opposite market in Belma Drive 1067. Okopo to Swa, your son will be so Belma Pline 205, opposite Lidl. After your son, so it will be what host. Easter fan Swindle Strat, number 28. And son, your son, so it will be what west. Jan Efen Strat, number 102. And son, your son, so will be what Centra. Damrak number 45 and your son will be what Rotterdam Den Haag.
Yo, it has be brave. Niki, Jomu number ya know from 06860000653 and I say 01041111707. Suru change na a easy, a fast, na reliable.
Guess what? Ghana Waves Radio can now be live wherever you are. All you have to do is download the Ghana Waves app from App Store, Play Store, and Windows Markets for absolutely free. Share and tell a friend and tune in now.
Okay. Eh, ba ko hinka message ba ko me ni bia aba. Ba me say mo akwa ba soronko e de ba Ghana Waves kasa fidie so. Yeah, live Facebook, live YouTube. I only say you swear in new electoral commission appointees and on to once a month. A month will be your life. And I send to you, I'm for work as a home. With a young court, na yentie a year ura okilate tay labi asima order to ura nanado him was appointees here or appointing for free.
PP is inward looking, and I will emphasize on that again. Why? His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Michiao. What didn't they tell him? What he did with Charlotte Osei. Charlotte Osei was already heading a non-partisan institution, NCCE. And I'm in the bar. You see, what did he do here? To the extent, even the first time Akufo-Addo area appointee G-Men's I was even surprised. So, why appoint your bar? Look at the printable things. I can't repeat them here. They said about Charlotte Osei. Anytime I see that woman, I feel very sorry for myself and for my children because I have 3 girls. I see, I see my children in that woman. Say, ma. And look at this president. Is he in charge? Is he serious? Are we serious?
Does that mean?
No, does he really feel what is going on in this country now?
The
man he has appointed, no, he's a political activist. He's an MPP activist, political exposed person. Nobody in his right senses, nobody who wants Ghana as one will do what the president, and then you on top of it you tell them not to mind anybody. They should go ahead and do whatever they want to do. His Excellency the President, I'm sorry, you are not leading us. You are dividing this country. Sit up. If you are not being properly advised, sit up, because where we are leading this country to, no, I am not surprised. Because listen to me, look, we have a president. Our soldiers attack us for. State of the nation will not even make reference to one thing. You have a president who, during elections, people will be shot. 78 people will be shot. He will come and give a state of the nation. He will never mention it. Is he okay?
Ntiwe ene nsema be piemu ewo nsema bi amanfo ka fa the new appointment a omampanyi aye ene ho onso sie na eye maame what's his name Nana Jantua also edna etu ja no bisa o se only won sembisa eye omampanyi Akufo-Addo ana won sembisa obisa obisa no di sei ana no so ekare to aso ho no
Sembo diza se me kwakoye platform wo kotokwa Madiza cannot be the same as say ya family platform wo kotokwa it won't mean sa diza no emfa judge me and I don't even have any basis say papa ya would say
your friend is saying honorable there are tenets that goes with relationships what am I say baby ku bia wo mu bia na ho mra e wo. So once I why wadwin say even the intentions of person wo dom kuo no amase obi nim se kuo we wo person wo dom no all rules and regulations will go by. A referee should not be colored. A referee should be neutral. Meaning put the yen put the yen there be a believe say why dey Ghana Libya or party be one I want to one easy no. I think say from henceforth to necessary some constitutional amendment near my den you go through interview process through the PSC.
Oh, you not.
They should apply for it. We are in the parliament. They should apply for it. Yeah, advertising in the newspaper see here NIPA 8 to be easy one chairman commissioners. Near apply. No bia and one truck. into who try who apply for it near shortlist woman ne PSC I interview woman ye be fa woman no ye wi ane woman ko parliament ne parliament avert woman ni ye hu si ye neutral people ye mpe wantwi bia states niema mienu two states as niema mienu as council of states any EC all these independent bodies because all the others will go through the Public Services Commission. Chief executives of NCE, NCC, go through the they should take them through because a very critical institution. Neutrality. Into a we are near him say, Nipa ya fa woman. Or the party being pa, or him say you best your be managing. On yes, on shame. Yes, obi ato aba, obi a obabi oto na bako. Obi okra onto na ba nkofa ho. Ese CPP e beba power, bebre beto amayen.
Yeah.
Bebre beto amayen.
Yeah.
Otima say, nti no obi o ha onto na ba enkofa ho. Ohwe economic situation na wo mu a, no ato aba. No ato aba nti no. The point is that who see that institution they are supposed to be referees. How can a referee wear the jersey of a club?
Okay. Your question is say no actually.
Okay, it's not saying a course so as what you say Nanado apaw nipakuo bi a odo abeka ye electoral commission ekuo no ho. No na go for nti wahwe bebrebe e de abale nyane say ebi free say am go for Nanado apaw mu no. Omo ye party for ma, omo se party colors. Blue, red, and white. And a jari omo proka osono ho scent ewo omo ho. Ni nyina ya nsema amanfo eka ewo ehon ni nyina na mpanyifo a Nanado apawo se omo behwe number bua AC money. Ba me kwa homa no so Benjamin aba Ben e design
ocha de de ache yo.
Ye de radiase.
Yankopon de wa ya ni family. Aka fellow Ghanaian.
Na why ni fellow Ghanaians no?
We over pisa se wankasa.
Okay. The lad was na kan say.
Fellow Ghanaians de ya wo ba ko pe o.
Okay. Because the president bia can be ba ko be na very popular this and say refer no.
Na ka obi aka bi nanso ebinom kan fellow Ghanaians nanso ebe wi ase no na omode na akoye fellow MPP fo.
Oh, okay. But you can me meet you.
We dey mesa chia obi mu na machia adofo no mu ni enuano mu nyina. Mi jiri se wo ye de.
O me ho ye pa.
Na Minua John e ya wo ba de.
John me ten nka che. Only John de mi hia wo Zoom call so. Na mo gina fa ako. Na ye ja WhatsApp ko na ma. Zoom call. Who gina ha na John gina ha. John Bibo
John womba
obeba on my saying
to wadwum
obeba
to no say na o man ya ye na John de obeba be kan de
menya John wo left menya wo right na via ja WhatsApp na ma callers no enti almost won sim be no bisa mo enti no that's one thing I think because ibu ha otim be kasa obi so was but na wo ko enti de yenko omo penya appointment away for new EC Sammy Gyamfi also Nanado dishonest on kind of correct. So Anna Professor Adei or say MPP for I did about common like mine pa overborrowing. I didn't like mine pa. What do you tell us? Answer me.
We the Mesa da wasipio ni akonya we na mechia Libra Tommy Omumi no nyina ba ko no wo Canada no so tin ka che Uncle Fee so ni chiano visa politics de bi o bia ye chiano ye tin ka che ye nua baba ko bi so ya wo 30 o pa na
e fe ne tina
ya friend na one friend
okay so tina
de we your friend is saying we your friend Madiza
okay
what that you pa na friend ya one friend aka akukudura o de be friend obeyi ye cheche a obibia
bibia jo so
Openi we de me ye warm up no. Mestre ECG for. Say sa nhwehwe nima omudi ye omo adwuma no. Ombeye hia omunye hia ombeye nyunsura na omaye nyu.
Ne nhwehwe ni mu ne sen.
Openi se woko omo books mu. You will come to realize big companies, institutions, government institutions in Niama. They are the main corporates ama ECG international.
Yes.
Who could share how much the so-called big companies, mining firms, media, Kahuni, airport, all those people that you know that they themselves can balance their books. Hospitals ni Niama, who could share a cow mudi ECG in one, and yet a kakitwa. And it appears those people have attained some untouchable status B. And ECG must be bold to go for those monies. Omutimi nyasa sekana. There will be no need.
Say, Oma disconnected Kemku Sports Stadium for Oyin. Omoko Parliament.
Now, baby, I will call no. Baby, I make no. Where is she?
Omoko Airport
Stadium. No, one airborne or one Sunday. I will be. What is my Jamaican?
Airport. Edeka Airport at Chebis. Omo John Karinya 2 days. Omo be trying lighting.
Opening one flight be two ebe siwa. Airport tax every passenger what you are yima company. They should be able to be paying some of these bills. So there's no excuse. And American ube hunsu impenyinfo a omo fie gadgets a omo use omo fie. Meanwhile omo meter kra ni omo fie no is not accessible. Ube ko ho no other security men and I actually beware of dogs. But yeba where the poor lives are.
Now,
meanwhile,
another report about this year says ECG takes Fabry Metal Steel Company of national grade over 28 million debts.
They should go after those people, and it should not be a one-day wonder. This is what. How do you sit down for debt to accumulate to this extent?
Oh, example to say, friend saying, Parliament, the say, almost since August, everyone's having a muntia bill beyond family.
And then America said, you don't sit down for it to accumulate to this extent. It should be work in progress, everyday work.
Okay.
You have tax force or muko abontin every now and then. Mukita fidie and yet those days are mobile coffee and sana marco unse we di kasi. And then we are in a computerized world, a digital world. At the press of the button, you know who is owing what. And this thing about say after mu taking action being in mind. BBI should be continuous. Nipano nim say busumi wa. This chunk of this money must go into this payment. But my Tinahosa, my ECG is always struggling. We shouldn't have been the case. And to me, some poor people are bia Troni Capre Bia or ONT Abechani light money in your money. There are big fishes out there.
Okay.
Anti no openyi yebesre omuse omunja isa ahwehwe ni mu na omunya omwadwuma se na se fata na enko emi.
Okay.
Openyi atufo sin asem ya modi abetu dwai. We are not in any way trying to stand in the way of justice.
Okay.
Se bani se obi fuma yemfa nfa mra kwan so. And the energy you say you invest in prosecuting Akufo-Addo. That should translate to every other Ghanaian.
Sure.
what we don't want to see is that selective justice now, especially when it comes to Godfrey Dami. Openye ye kromo. How Akumsi has owned up to go into the public space, use gun, which it has not been even said whether the gun was licensed. Shot it and made all whatever she wants to make, and was proud to even grant an interview and confirm of that action. Mpacho, what has happened to her? Pisa for a minute say wu kujo and a wafa etuo akọ into this public space and do all these shootings and whatever. What would have happened to you?
Anka police over from the dada.
Urim Rambo style What we only saw was a courtesy call on her. Omuko ni fi oma inviting upu omuko ni fi so omuko ji statement, and that was the end of that story. Openyi yetiha, people have been cited for contempt and whatever.
Sure.
It doesn't come anywhere close. What Kennedy Japan told the judge in the court in Niama. Yedi tutu your friend is saying muntie 3 huwa, and it doesn't come anywhere near. This same Godfrey Dame no money Niama. Omuko sisa judge obetina akonyano su eye bisi basa Emma they killed the case naturally.
Which case are you talking about? Are you referring to the Anas Kennedy Japan case?
I'm talking about Kennedy Japan contempt case.
Okay.
Where he told the judge, I will deal with you. You are a stupid judge. This was a direct attack. Nothing happened to that case. Openyi yewo ye krom ena yafa openyi bia ye friend no AB ejenim eje as procurement head. Openyi all the corruption in Nyama Nisika wa ton government contracts in Nyama Ninano to date. Godfrey Dami has not seen the urgency, the need for that man to be brought to book. But you see the energy that he brings to bear, if it happens to be somebody coming from the other side of the political divide, in this case, Akufo-Addo. Opening under broad daylight, the current health minister, opening under COVID, go and procure vaccines for us. Vaccines that cost less than $10.
$9.
Or the BGN to double that amount.
Almost double.
Openly, idea about whatever ambulance in Niamey. Go and see the current Auditor General's report. There has been payment for us to get ambulances, sir. Sir, ambulances, no, up to now, I say ambulances, no buy.
Am I? But Benjamin, the question is,
yes, yeah.
The question is, Mr. Atoforsen in Semia Ecosia, ye can was say, a yen the crabby womb said yes. I was yet to ambulance be an ambulance in MI. A den emrana kasa ekafasadi no. Because it looks like say we be
yeah.
It will be jawko about for so ba oba baby say abos aba da ho na yen hwe na yen ka na e ka o mine hye and I heard it a taxpayers' money and yet or more personal money.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Brakujo. Me no. I say I don't have any qualms with anything that we have to do. Okay, to ensure that whoever might have been found culpable should be brought to book. I don't have any qualms with it.
Okay.
My only problem has to do with the fact that if it happens on the left, we take action. If it happens on the right, yabo eni agusu. That is where my problem lies.
Okay.
I'm not here to hold brief for Akufo-Addo if he has, falling foul of the law.
As I'm in our court, it didn't come be you know.
Open me say Kokwajima Menu should be working free. I don't understand. And what all these people should understand is that crime has no expiry date.
Sure.
Just as Akufo-Addo in case raised against him, has to do with the time when he was a minister and as a visa. The same thing people who are in charge today must also remember that a time will come when they will be called upon, to give full account of their stewardship. And they themselves know, the people of today know, they know, or Munim say, a day will come when some of their doings, will be questioned. And in anticipation of that, don't be surprised about what you are seeing today as the courts are being packed. The packing of the courts is for today and the future. So that anything that will come before the courts, they will ensure that they find ways of dealing with that matter that will not affect this administration. If we want to tailor it into the appointments and hurriedly,
contemptuously,
with the speed of light, of Nkrofo ya chusu womu say omunko yisi. Due diligence. Yes, you have been given the right to choose people, but there are positions that, in considering whoever occupies that position, that person should be above partisan politics.
Sure.
And EC is one of those institutions. So I don't understand how a president who will choose people, and even with the advice of the Council of State. So if all these people have to, give okay to such people, what due diligence did they do? Any person who has been chosen to occupy such a sensitive position, one would have thought that that person would have been placed under a very sensitive microscope to ensure that he meets the requirements of being a partisan, that is, he is not politically aligned, he has high sense of neutrality, his sense of fairness and integrity must be unquestionable.
Okay.
How come that you went to the extent of choosing a person who is known to be a patron of TESCON on university campus of your party and bring him to be an overseer of our national elections? How? Opening Yetiha, a place like the Supreme Court, where one would have thought that you raised above partisan politics. You went to the extent of bringing somebody in the person of Ernest Yao Gau. Ernest Yao Gaui, 2016, was a parliamentary candidate at Ho Central. Ho Central parliamentary candidate of MPP, whose posters and things are still on the wall. Opinion, you sent such a person. Now look at even the irony of it. Opinion, you were High Court. High Court, no, you more promotion to appeals court. Okay, from the appeals court, no, you climb the ladder to the Supreme Court. In the case of this Ernest Yao Gaui, he was brought to High Court, no, opinion 1 to 2 years. There are people in appeals court, appeal court judges were. All these people were bypassed. Yao Gaui is so special, young leader. So he was, airlifted from High Court, bypassed the appeals court, and straight transplanted in the Supreme Court. And such a person, looking at his background and his political affiliation and everything, there was nothing hidden about it. I'm not in any minute saying, people don't vote. People vote. But in choosing such people, ensure that those people's political, biases and everything is not in play. It should be unquestionable. Because what you have to do is to bring people that will engender confidence in the institutions under which they work. And it is a woody people of biased character, you don't engender confidence. Sometimes they may be doing the right thing, but people will read meanings into it. And that will not engender confidence in that institution. And here is the case we are again. You are packing the Supreme Court with your people that you promoted recently to the High Court, so many of them. And today, as we wake up, we come and see that you have promoted Dr. Peter Epiehini.
But Benjamin, the question is, are they not competent for the job? Can't they do the work? Should we just look at the person's where he's coming from or what he is capable of doing?
Obeni, your competence alone is not enough. Okay, your competence alone is not enough. Your neutrality, is very, very key. And that neutrality calls for fairness. And that fairness, being qualified, you're one thing. Who say Obi Woha or Kita all the qualifications, then the character could disqualify him. It is videos be circulating in Crophobia Mukwa share a Juma. Ena Omuhu cleaner be at Ewe Jumanano. And nobody, everybody was bypassing, nobody was saying good morning, nothing. Cleaner no cry say Umpacho Munchu Muka Kranami Pipaho. They were rude at the cleaner. Only one guy among the applicants, what onuno buy or kind of good morning, Ninyama or UASU or BBC. Apart from that, opinion buyer or bisa or mono. We say, oh, Mimi, say. Sa guy no one can say, well, I did some bad things. Emma yet me call prison, but I'm a reformed person. Obi a washu jumo. The honesty, what the cancer, the respect, what the mass are clean and uninyama. Although his qualification could not even match those people who were there earlier on, he was the one who was granted the job. His honesty, his character, and everything, these are some of the attributes apart from your qualifications, which are required. And what we are saying is that if somebody's neutrality has been tainted, to say Boss Masari say, everybody knew, go and look at the write-ups of Boss Masari or university campus. Everybody knew his political, lineage. Only for us to wake up one day, Nanaju taking him to become EC. And he's still packing and packing. Opening in political circles, if you are taking the EC, you are stuffing the EC with your people, the courts with your people, every institution with your people. We call this state capture.
Okay.
In political circles. And when you do state capture, it just says you are destroying the very foundations of democracy. And that is not to be encouraged. Nanado, in addressing this issue, it does not matter who becomes the referee. What matters is the people who vote. But don't forget that people who vote can do their voting all right. But the referee can come today, just as we have witnessed in the last elections, and tell us, the results are these figures. The next day, he comes to change those figures. The next 2 days, he comes to rechange another figure. And we are saying that the referee must ensure that, whatever he's saying must reflect the true outcome of voting, of course. And so far as their political lineages are concerned, it raises questions about some of the things they will do. And this is a clear state capture here, be it in our courts, be it in our electoral commission, every sector of the country's life. This is what we are seeing, and I think it is very troubling. And this is where I expect good, meaning Ghanaians, the civil society, the clergy, and whoever should wake up and ensure that we have a Ghana that we can all trust, that we can all have confidence in. Otherwise, they are setting precedents. Precedents here will set or chinabi yesi emre yedin kaso ana yesa na ekan
emre yedin kaso
acha su wonafi eye den one day they will leave power. And if anybody is doing this and ebia mama bana obechusu asiedin kitia as the EC boss now or the Misivi ba H.R. say he's more than qualified to be at that position now. I hope that people who are quiet today will be quiet tomorrow.
Frederick Ampon, I say, Kujo, I like Benjamin's submission. Just tell him that the whole electoral commission is a crime scene. Where every Frederick and ordinary Eddie Abba. Eventually,
Open borrowing as some are walking. Na Ghana for my borana. Could you buy me cacre?
Oh, I say him so send the bopa that the case gonna be your ADH and a purpose.
Ah, now could you wouldn't her and na Dr. Baumia Becatre say Ghana, we don't need to borrow.
Ghana be your
just told the various routes. And you have enough revenue for development.
That's right.
In fact,
David.
Inti kuto se me kacho se Dr. Baumia eka sema emfa nyasem to chun baby as at the time nkora ewu from measles or omunya vaccines to vaccinate them no. Onu Eddie, your friend is saying he's coming to set the pace and change the narrative and tell you say Nkora wa yebe ma omu Ghana card ni nyama. Nkora na ya wo ma say ma omu Ghana card no. First of all, they need to survive before they will access the Ghana card. And I yes sir. What will make them survive no is not there. And now yeah, Kasai, they have to go to Cote d'Ivoire and Nigeria to go and borrow those vaccines. Meanwhile, the same people are telling us, say, because of COVID, there is shortage of those vaccines. Baby, amoko borrow free, no. Just like these people are telling us, say, our whole problem is centered on COVID and Ukraine, Russian war.
Yeah.
Openly, go and look. Ukraine now, yetutu bomb now, air bomb omukra, they are doing better than us. Omua at the receiving end of the bombs, of putting bombs, they are doing well than us. They are not doing debt restructuring.
Yeah.
They are not defaulted in their debt payments.
But now December, I'm for some forms to be now.
And the Mimi can say, these people have made us understand, say, Dr. Bamia said, I have worked at Bank of Ghana before.
Sure.
And I know the money is here. Sana wo kansa wo Bank of Ghana before and the money is here. Sana onu ba mu a Sikana wo Bank of Ghana no, they will go and be assessing that money after they have misused and mismanaged the economy. To the extent that 5% of previous revenue that should be given by the bank, Bank of Ghana, they have gone beyond that in several folds. And by the Bank of Ghana Act, before they even hit that 5%, they should resort to Parliament, which has not been done, which in itself is criminal act. And that is the governance they are printing monies into the system. And those printing of monies, don't be surprised to see the inflation going to the extent where it is today.
Benjamin, are you alleging or you have the facts say they are printing money into the system? Let me clear this quickly.
Yeah, say in economic terms, Catcher said they are printing money, sir. When you are, giving, your friend is saying, beyond what you are supposed to give in an economy. Bank of Ghana, normal bank. They are regulators of other banks.
Sure.
And their main work has to ensure that they check money in circulation. And by so doing, they are checking inflation.
Sure.
And seeing to how the other banks operate. Openly, at a point, your friend is saying, the last IMF before MPP buy. World Bank can say there should be zero financing. The central bank should not give any money to the government. But yet now what she say, so mama skabia edi problem beba. So they made a law, and that law says that they could only give up to 5%. Which is the mechanism. And if you hit Uber hit is at 5%, no pay, you have to inform Parliament, say why he did at 5%, and give all the reasons that you have to give. But here is the case. Oma hiti 5% no achem ako. And yes, cause 5% no who share who the calculated from the previous sika munya yenwa. We should be giving about 3.5 billion Ghana cedis. But they have given to the tune of getting to 40 billion.
Okay.
How many times more? And nobody is saying anything. When you know, Bank of Ghana throw about say a overdraft. How can this translate into an overdraft? Where the government is not in the position to even pay. Sika ma board busian ina chini ina openi mafa stabilization fund, mafa ESLA fund, mafa Exim Bank fund. Chese sika abani ina no majisa sika ina, and up to now you cannot even service your debt. That is the economy we are having today. You are defaulting on debt servicing locally and internationally. And the economic quagmire woman, the head of the economic management team, IA Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and his so-called solid economic mismanagement team place this thing at their doorsteps.
Okay.
On this note, make I say, Dr. Osea Kutu, wanyani baby ko. So what he wants him?
Mati wants him pa.
Nyankopon fa ne kransi na de yemi yani say MPP for started some more church on who was niama. This was a man who was qualified to be as a finance minister. They bypassed him, took a family man in it, and see what is happening to our economy.
Okay.
And the same MPP people, when he was a parliamentarian, they chased him at Pankrono. His life was at stake.
Okay.
From these their data forces and whatever. But today they will come and be saying good tributes about them.
Benjamin all the way from Austria. Nigerian trader about so bit my first 0049151665946666. Now so Nigerian trader about 0049151665946666. Now I join train now with the Baha Ghana wish. But me come on so quickly. Now me from intro USA ho and 40-40 able to na ye corner so 40-40 kwaba.
Oheneba.
Yana.
Elise.
Adumo na so
Oko. Ramenchia moy. Bichia mpa ramenchia minianum. Atise minianum aba. Benjamin e kasai.
Benjamin.
Omo kasa ande na manti papa. But cause na me nila so. Na me nim say some mum tama. Mum tama mo fidie no say Ghana de ni bia. Some mo fidie ni Ghana de ni bia.
Eye is how tell me na problem with ECG, na problem with Ghana Telecom, and was why she obende. Almost na my internet, mo na my light. The problem ba now was why handicap. Ti mo find here.
Sir, anunti me hu se mo fidie no. It's a made in Ghana. Ti sa be
yo.
Say ya
mo amoto to microphone zibre microphone to for US and brain yo microphone an to Ghana hampo e ma bia no ye Ghana
hampo
ye di adwuma na e come na boa na mo dey support here na ya na simba ka ba ho na te say ya issue.
Okay, nice. No equipment is the product, equipment made by overseas.
That's right.
It's okay, advanced country, but the energy source a power to process your service, that's the problem.
Challenge in here.
The whole no. Let us have Ghana for you, no.
Ebe.
Yo. Papa. Why? Now me enche ubati me kan why me from.
Mate.
Minia.
Eja.
Yes, some of that whole national state of our address.
And also yes, state of nation address.
And Canada, Japan, near Nas.
Japan near Nas, bit market.
Okay, good. I mean, I said, me, oh, my, no.
Okay.
Met my cabin. Now, okay. Incumbent government, one no aba it say Akufo-Addo yes sir ono no man the state of address right
that's right
on opposition NDC I see educator led by see educator chairman ono so man there
yes
meboa okay fani mi enu to sani ani kali na wa upgrade mami mi busa wa
as in say the why na kind of cry na
why na kind of na what
hello
hello come on
40
yes
but I say to be on line break
we say why there why there so na the truth the truth of national address, you know. Why the pa now sha no kure mu de kakuma.
Ensema omampanyin ba tudwa. Ene ensema owura sorry, owura esedu ketia so ba tudwa. Se otenase na o hwe ni nyina de odeton a de afanu be kan ni nyina ebi pepepe o. Yes, oman na ho kire wom. Ama obi agitum se aho kire wo ho. Yes, se kwani se physical out of vaccines for nya bi nto. Ni nyina e wo ho. When say omapanyi ko parliament obe kan that as mu ye bi say yes aho kire wo ho. E physical out of vaccine eni ho for nkora. But o shebo se beba ne kunya me bi aba. Ene bebu ho ha the NDC for e kan ye no. Omapanyi be kan similar thing. But the one kan e ho asem a NDC for be kan ye sika omo fi say aban spend the dodo na omo say ni expenditure no overbloating ni sika onya no ekọ ono kwa na so ye endorse no do sika spend the presidency no ade endorse pa presidential staff is we tu omoka workers omo ho mu tu omoka ade ekọ animu on hye na ko nte saa ni nyuma wona wo ye adwuma wo ho no so na omo mrafo kwakra ni no so ensem a omo ebe hwe omo so entie se ade na ye betime arefa de to ni yetime arefa ni ya oye wa hase ni ye nhwe ni yemfa yefeska enhye to mu na to ntimi nyina na so ni nya ensem a omo so ebe kan se ye yesa ni ma nyina e betimi aboa ye omo se ye nhwe na ye dua okroma se ni ye ndi anga se aduane dan se ya kakabia no bebrede fa amano ne se eno kan bi ana amana hia yen ana sikado do a ya bobesia age eno nyina kan bi ana amana hia but na do say there bi ya mo besia mebreza o ana ye nye over reckless ye ni abasa eno so dia so be kan e parliament ne ti no afari ni dia no eno dia sikadi ni dia ya sem bebre men kan da da o
no okay that's so one him why are there pa why are there ko ntino ko school no o pass ye no twa no awde te console nanim no why are there menia me MPP IPP ni mapa me oya me dem MPP ni there's nothing can change me
okay
so me MPP ni but at this time no as a MPP na me gina ho say as MPP no me ankasa no ma feel me ho
okay
eti me ma feel me ho no na nje say me ho say dem ho koto me party MPP so
okay
no let's just say we are totally failed absolutely completely no matter what
no, you mean say wankasa wo ho no ujitum say eneme bu hawo ya ankoya ma wankasa anase ne sen entina uji se wo feel wo ho no
me chese me MPP ni mapa eti party na me wo mu no ankasa no me si ma fairly dia na si party na fairly
okay
party MPP ya fairly sana me chere anya me mabrabo there's nothing to do with the MPP party
that's right
me o mo dia no mo ye me o mo ba pa wa no me mba pa ya me boka ma ni bre ye ni ada bi pla ye me ka me boy me nya bu bali but na me dream others Ghanaians as me ye Ghana no
okay
asemiye Ghana no petroleum Ghanaian no na me dwine others magazine for ho nti na me fight say ye be MPP ba power ye benya ni da so papa ahoto papa beba na say ye ba ye no de ye no ne de ye mani pe hu no ya feli meta no kure ba ko be ino kure eye ba ko ya feli ya we na me papa me nana me penasem akusi be ako na kusi be ko friends kusi be ko wonu akura kan say MPP ye said ye siko no NDC beba power Mahama beba power waka anu so me am kai anu DJ me anu me am kai
Dabi
onu a wakasa obi atie obi a uti na no kasa do wakuma aba fom no what see the economy dey won hu ne die esenchani e ba no Mahama be fa na die obefa enti yari na me asiedi katia me come penasem and yes me penasem say as a personal issue personal attack but none in some be what the political side na me pe but state of address when you asiedi katia to ne boase emma ye no did you know say me papa dey no yi party me wo mu e dey say ku body dey no nti adun akwa adun nti say wo mu ahumka wo mu eti ya dana say so watu ne boase abecheche mam ya tiase so MPP we are lie corrupt it's not concern where me ya bomo say atwa mo ensem huna mo ba mu die ombeko MPP ya say nyina ya ne party no ya ka be kam chiri ya be kam chiri mamako na mo ko opposition minimum say mo de opposition mo betina wa che papa MPP mo ya be bompa ya so mo tena opposition che mo be power bia na 30 years after 30 years the mo twen mo ko che na mo ko twen 30 years si emu ya mo be power mo no be huru Kenya so mo na isi oda because because odo any kokodro ya de gina people chitu abama MPP a o ma be die mo say no o metra opposition a che say bi katia da wase wanu hwam adwuma no waye ni nyina I said you get your national address set of address no am for quite yes Akufo-Addo no we dey comment nipa viewers kwai omo fa so the numbers of viewers and the listeners we say NDC 7 okay check NDC a green book right green book
green book yes
okay me am party MPP no so mo green book mra dey hade so mo ya adwuma mo ya portrait pa se mo ya nukwadefo mo de mo nyam ye hwe mo nyam de mra ma de wo ya kokodro ye because mo wo divie say ma ya adwuma na me communicators na nyam wa me Ikafo nyam wa me party no ma nyam wa me o ma ton me okay ya the propaganda and ya dey share me party no say mo defend me no mo mother ne ye nyam say but when say o free no na ye ensemble bebe o mo asenya no kore me am papa friends e Kenya Japan wakabi what's it crazy what you need issue no and then you no the diagro look at these people we must have a president look at these people now who can some trouble draw say obi plan obi abo afraid they not the diagro Captain Smart must say near the diagro mama to fie bia o bia mama yes say hey President Mahama, sorry. But anyway, politicians are do baby also criticize you. You count to them. What's your count to them? Mom so kick home. And the any day. Yeah. Then mobano, Uber answer. Mahama, Uber answer. Go for now, do mobano. You sure be free. You support to. Or mind the penny you, your party. Yeah. Your party, you ever did and your cranny dear and sell funny this one. That be and you'll be a war, my wife, and a better So party nyenti no shijira would you party achi. No. Onyo ma bapa. Nya. Mana nisha binia. Eti edandi shifo ase.
Yo.
Bani man, yedamasi o, bani man yedamasi. Why are there? Waku dendeng. Muba ko mani wini ni dia enyama yenyan twaba ni dia yenka je mo temo wini. Okay. Ne mu no adwuma ni so mu wa adwuma ye. Adwuma de mu wa adwuma ye pa. Because onu no pre kana ya po pre ma fa ko nyan sa o. Ayi ba um ya pre ma fa sa. Papa ba ko ne dia o yayi na firim. Onu kra o ko interview kra o timi kasa. Oni party na o dwene ho. O man do dwene ho. Ya ba se akoto se ya. Akoto se. Ya bu sam se who president na president as the party till am president. What do you mean like this? Look at this man.
Okay. Okay, but 40. My voice is me fa.
Yeah, man, come back. Now, I make an acid, dear Mr. Minka, because me, okay, Mati. I be back. And now, in the Canadian Japan. Now, Argentina, Canada phone, no offer. One of you lose to Kevin Taylor. Are you okay? One paba. And I announced the papa. Kwaku bako libi bako so kwaku meka kwaku bako kra sem go hun libi kan kwaku bako wa no ta opis fm nyo no a sa ne friend
kwaku bako junior
you junior na say okay senior I don't know don na that for ni mafia coffee sifa kan
kwaku bako
okay Oni can you put court to say yes one winning case you know. You want right?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Now announce no kasade na asema court. Ghana there. Oh Ghana you're primitive now what you arguing no any you know. Yes I don't know. What do you asem court and just what do you
there be. Ne cre.
Now the Ghana no name say any man na you bogus ndi obi ataba some of the court or the police station pe oni so na me na dia ba me di card ma asema ba ne dia mon ka bi mame no entesa akura entesa so we cast ma 20 pound so we can draw so we fa kwa bi so sisi ni pa no enye se okoye no an ba Ghana de enam say most no do odi kan no momu na wo sika wa ko tuetu enti no animals be
hello
and I say no are you I say no obey yes obey king god be one man mu is what rubber bia also raining back in Japan I tell you say if you say you obema you die of fast
okay
na me atema me adia me tiasia ni say mu nyina no ka mu media for no ene mu journalist no me ntumase o Ghana ho okay anasa me kunkum amanfo ma ya kunkum amanfo papa ne no mu ma me no wa sefi wa bofie wa how my Ghana okay ya buanfo no sika kra e de 23 so kra ni pale say akwa we mo bo mu fa nche no okay na criminality ayinu a crime no wo ye no agaje no obi de etimi de tum e bua de kumfo etimi de obi tu afiase na se de bua no ye da no nam ho mentiase mentika na momlo no mentiase ha obi o kunkum bipa
obi omo a sa ensem ne form ho omo na so omo sorry na omo de ne court nti so bia so no fa ne court de obi nam ho sa nti no se obetimi agire mu de court se anas I say 2% court abetumi na court no up dance for a omo dance the amount san etie on want court na timi so enka so okudi na asem so we prosecute enye obi obe prosecute na nsana na court okudi na asem nti bi fa charge bi fa nko e dia enti okudi na asem I say credit Japan here credit Japan okudi defend ne ho ono anas de court he went as a defendant to defend ne ho wa asem dey ato ne so ana defending who be na say asema ya to so nya no kro be ntu onu na afa no hu adi onko no baabi ana e board ka say wase court mmere sa na ma tu say ka say we e fama saharete aha enye say bia ntino wa office asema ka Japan ko die no say ubiti anya nyina so say say appear di nkum bia ene meso masema papa editi am ene meso de na court say senate dia ene say ni ntino moso papa wo ma bre why say enti mo ne kase enti de ejawo ni pa na office anas investigation ye no ugidi say ochinchi munza obukom odada wo ye say na ode chiwo de na so de court na so akokan asem e ho no.
Okay, na judge ne say or your toughness or your then day or your terrorist or your day come criminality no demand or accusation
or your extortionist or your journalist the Bakubi crack also or your journalist, what do you call it, I forget the word, terrorist. And any semi block can any blackmail and they may be bring up boss on our court honum at a channel. So how come you offer you the idea say no ye?
Okay, now say no ye no. It is meaning na me say fight na me kwachini tumana.
They say the war office what is happening do not the kwachina ba say me so blackmail me or entrap me or you say not the court
Sir, they say on nam ho.
I say on
nam ho.
Yeah.
Okay, now make a break upon one and come in nam ho.
Oh, why not? Think about nam ho. Say dey. We go court na say asem no enye especially enye criminal case enye year. Na say question na say jawa e jawo. Na ni pa court.
Abraya ka tell me say makum me makoja perifo nim Jerusalem nim say makum nipa ma yesay ama nipa ba court ni bi kura e de yade e te hwechem e bi yale ne ba court hearing omo ye victim enina ba mama hunu
enye sa asem na court o enye sa asem na court entino wa apesa odi sa asem ko betu court de wo court ne kan wasem entino asem fro bi effective ba bi yetimi fan kan hwe so say we be sa asem na court answer.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Odi ye baboy wo for kele dia pon omoye because ultimi ma emese obi abusia emekun obi papa maame ema na busia enne nkwala ye omoye bobo ana mo sre no mu die ultimi be yem yem se obi da ultimi kwajeje obi asase ultimi enko yemba obi ande me ntimi nkade ye say o ma obi ekunukurawu una wudi nkwala no umbe wale no na wo chefa ana by force chese odeye
Thank you very much. 4040 and your team can ever honor 00491516594666. Now so I join you area about 00491516594666. My and kind message we quickly not yen twice okay we and for us. And I mean kono for a year Mr. Yebua or Germany. Me for na so quickly na yen kwe. Mr. Yebua
Agujo.
Eja.
Ampumba ko dia.
Emiadumo.
We dey say wase me na mi wura ma me tie na me ka ba ko bi nchia. Atie for mo la isu nyina na mo ma ba kasa ko nyina.
Obiajo so.
Am say na minia 4040 kan yibi ma ye Thomas Mpa. Efa national address president ko kan ya ayi opposition leader so or the asidun katia so be the be better so yo the problem I war Ghana and say bibia ni wa wo ya wonya ho problems
sure
as a leader I didn't know if a leader as a leader say bibi besi now we out na wa be chire niam bebre na obi ate ne ho ase e ka de wiase bebia oman bia agebosia oman bia pesika de yade beto kwaje loans no na wo de aye bibia da ati mfaso eden ebe ba so na wo de akutua ho ka ye mampanyi baaye hwe ka wa brogu ho e ka sika akwaje ye rakujo onche ade potin ba ko a wo de sa loans ni ye ya ubisa na question pena ni buwafu And the generalists now more hormone. I am now on the complain, blame. Yeah, and just say the blame, mamma. To the sense, say, Papa better says good years. Generalists be our better touching our baby, ober on over conning in Naimuno. Others say, baby, good. Why you know, off way in our way, the baby goon, and I say, bet you are local. And I bet you better too. Yenya leaders be on mobile call. Artists handsome will be an ebin that. Oh, friend, now, oh, an interview, Penna Wakanis Nitiasi from now, Muna now to 2 questions. Who can semna yan da pen and bofu? As a solid that way, no, a bit my boom. Shakado, what can send business Yakurana, and all can say, I say, Obi, I my back only statement. Okay, Nana, bro, she said, Papa. Or what stage now or Cassa or costume now or be done question. Now, body of speech in the crutch, say she can't be as a leader. As a leader, we have this question pen of wolf. I was so boom mine. Papa buy and Yama air course will again a piano. Oh, mamma, a message than your mum and Chinipa as a nature and your master. One says it's the opposition leader. Simon. And some crabby or the two Facebook, not the way a papa no but no watch that the near mum. So, watch that the near mum kakran, and my obiat last year. She say, Yan Casayana, Asante Hene. Kurao in the last speech here. Or call take, and some walker. Bra outside, bra, come out. But such the nipum, wabo Busiana wabono. A man for debate is all this kind of year then. A grand pitch that chess on him, no piano was say. O capen and boof. So, it is a water as a busian pain and a walk with Busia Sammy the Bay BP. No, say nipe besides says cano wabono, Busiana watching, a dear now what ya was it? Woof. And I'm China, no. Finance Minister. Akwaji Busia. What did they hear, man? Oko Pacho, could you make me my baby Busia? Now my back as me be pop me be poor at Charles and Mintimtia. What the better me? Najaba Umfi said, Sicano, a Yamangu Diane is so on a Tigu from. Song. Ye can somewhere in the beginning, actually almost said, Sikana Busian, the Spanish says, Papano Oyen is too much. Who can pay as you and this in Intino? Umpe and PPSM. Nanya Kumikran said, oh, I was sort of semi quadi loans, look up, Oko Sro Biso Ma Busiano, walk Crona, walk Cosono, what's that? Already, Yami. What for playing at Sao Crunankas and he play? Jet what? They call almost every 1 hour 14,000 euros. Some they call Pebusian Ukrumpo. Now, officers uncle for Mona Cataso. Now, what could this Abusian or the buyer and near mouth as a Sanka or the Yano, Anka Badi Sam says good years and Ka Saint Piano Hokano. And Kabadi Sam. Yantia, I know almost say or more 1 dam, 1 village, 1 dam. Black you. Or no for her, no for reading or my war, I'm this as a calico to go. And Castle irrigations no more year no honor, and Kabadi Stab, and can fast swap yet when you pay yet, my yet. So, Mukojiska, we are no more Panama better when the muddy. And that song. And no, you know, as I say, no, I see it in Katia. Or the woman, or mamma, or refer mono. Now, Missy, or mobile dang, Miss Busiano, Pawano, and I mean, I can't see. They go out on the friso. Or more money, as I'm thinking, I can't know. I saw Pawamra, much the children near Max, Squire of Asra, Sikawaji, near my way in an out.
Or some penny dear for no one, so the bay on meeting me the economy as back.
Sir. Sir. Now office say on one organ. On one organ we have a man. Now what's so MPP party me per masem papa. Na neya me ya ne say. Mama sa kabo we no odidi party na say what say no na monkasa. Ye can be in it monkasa mo mi ma no. Entimi mas as a leader onam fofo obusuafo na ode omubu man. Wo ka ya wo say we have a man. Nti na party ni down na muni nipa bom. Ene mo so ena na munam mo pa nkotodwe mo wiawia fam mo kopa obi nkopa o ma chaw se ye fa ye kan cheye na China ho no office jama o mo ti sika ni firi amangudu ya so mo ba na mo dia han jet party pese ba kwaji loan so ma this ye di sika bo se ama na ma ba mo ye ho party obi a ehia wo ya ba bo se aseje fa kwa yade oba na obeto party na wo di mani aden Ghanaians no man obi se tim kwaje bosia oba na wode yi ajapade ode asia ajapade asi ho ade kura wode asi ho kura musu mumia no na nkamfa so sika mla no enkoka no makrusu ene mahu ja woti wiase na wodi bone a ene mele da bia mka se heavy ni ba bi o heavy na na e wo so no enti se wote na wo ye bibi na wodi bone bia wankasa abetwato ansa na wafiri asase so enyema omo ye ni nyina no ansi se omo to da di sikadi enyema omo ye up to date ene hwese ene omo frabe ayi omo ene nam kula omo hu asem omo ka trade minister a friend simple ene onam ni campaign waso oni masem awoka oni dia se na oka hwa na ene tedide se ayi vice president kajetia bangu di juma mu di no ho juma na ya mi ya se sa papa no ase ye didi no kayetia yankopon ko a nka ma no bro no ensema nkrofo ba power omo kan ye eniema tro mu twaku old president so na ye nim se ka badisam Kapapenko the prison.
Because we position about pa.
So, who can send it to prepare so up to the what see? Mo begin how catch them so you crumb for was sit down or Dubai no near any other. Now what didn't throw a idea and throw none of best idea to from. And then, oh my way, and then, mom. Akra tim say wo Akufo-Addo dimpa akra na ne ya wo nkra no wonim adwena na adwene woni tim ade na mo say o man sa
okay
nkra na ya wo mo ne enye ndro kra na de bobo mo mkokra fo mo ayi o madwuma 12 20 30 something years a wo pension say yem fa mo but what be wo wi ase wo ada kujo obi a wakoto bom a da ho odidi ho say yeah di kusia wo we have a man kujo maminyao
okay all right you tino Mr. Yebua ana yetini nka ewo hono so bitima of 00491546594666 now so adwen kire e dia but send me voice note quickly me voice note me was afre no chene of rebu na ya fa no ewo so 00 okay all right let me pick him so that we Nicole number Tommy. Hello, Tommy.
Good afternoon, Kudo.
Good afternoon.
Ciao, no, I hear for you now. Boom, Prakupe.
Yeah, Ejo, so Thomas Ofori, Germany, and Ekasana. What's your uncle?
But I say, pass our family, Jack, me bass, so I kept papa. I had asked any program out there, in fact, Obano, Biania. Yeah. Kudo, the point is, ye di kan che biom omo adi kan baso bia ya de kuyo mami mbisa
mitio
Ghana ye wo investigation journalist biom wo Ghana the we anas free wa ye wo bisa ho
on say one thing is journalism no okay you will not enquabata bebre. Entino, dear opesa wo master no. Ana oba akoye.
Me can't investigate because omoni obia they put yeah. Me too.
Yeah, when people bebre ho a omo ko sua investigation journalism ankasa. But
okay, men family time ni now.
Omo practice it. It means me kasa na asen kwa na ye saade no ha sei dabi.
Okay. Thank you.
Ono why na nim more on a finance manage na omo yumani mo a omo yes saade no but we bebre ho pa but omo yumani. To say agrantia no wo omo na FM nyina say no omo nyina omo ye secret investigators and omo ye journalism as well.
Okay, thank you. Okay. But the nim say onu mom or more effective so in na say ne nyuma bebre wo ho a kujo ya na omo cast entrapment ya na ye mystery kujo hwe excavators yira na say anas ekotobi no o video no be kire ye say obi aton excavators we no me then I will be catch him on who say mam engineer kujo ya woni ma bi wo ho Ghana de ekon so no ne ye kuro no say na say no that is the problem we don't understand. Kese obisi entrapment kujo intimi ba unche physical say me be investigate wa wo kujo then I will be yama me who say wo ya the boy but matise kujo woje bribe okay me de me camera na ma be ma o bribe and power g that is the evidence because ombeka say wo evidence way then be our evidence way ye hu say kujo wo asumasi obokro no se manfa de ankoto ho ma na wi a me da hu se obokro ana se adekro na me de akoto ho nti me kan kire ne say me be hwe se obebokro no a sometimes I don't understand kujo hwe mi kokro bi ye friend Antioch Belgium yeah na police for na nya hint say omo ton niema bi wo ho niema me pese mabot so omo Thomas school kwala no especially the omo twe na musia ba so it no omo te say amanfo ton wo dan we omo ton wo dan we kujo nti me metuma ko ho akoka che omsem ye police ni me betobi anase metuma she mi police atale no makogina ho se me betobi ye pe ehu se ampa wo ton ampa yate but ye pesi ye hu se ampa wo sa ni pe we wo ton ampa nti mayi sika ne ma betobi ne ma hu se ampa wa ton amam kujo that is what Anas is doing so me yenu bi na ya adwunu mu do ne de kujo me si ye bedi Anas ya che because Anas is one individual kujo Anas ono so wo ho kwan se oto asase ye project intino se wakota asase ye nyina ye wo Ghana yenim se ahemfu itum ton asase ma nipa 10 na kujo mimi Anas na makota de na se yi wo pesa wo ji antimi ya Anas intimi njama umfa my goodness kujo moving forward politician no ne no court na omubu asem kujo wo enemy kodi wa asem anti ugidi so obedi ama wo ye me enemy yesi bedi ma asem kujo wo de hwe after judgment crown wo de hwe in some okadi akire which means that atemu na odi buy no crown no chese onu amu na kuma mu no odi eyaw na odi bu atai odi yaw enye mra so na odi bu atai because yaw how can you give judgment no akase me extortion me say meanwhile so asem crown me dey buy no it doesn't concern that matters na owo kan kujo we all know one any Ghana onim the judges for year o Ghana kujo wa onim no metuma for example no Ghana na me fit taxi kujo na me fit taxi ye ko kejetia yi ho ye kotafo kujo ye ni ba bi gina ehwa na ye fa nipa police ni chi no de ko central ho a kujo wa mani sika na ode ko court be asema police ni tro na no mu gina kujo And you know, nana obi be catch me say, Ghana. We all know. And we shouldn't pretend. We should not pretend.
But Tommy, I'm very quickly.
Yeah.
We all know the kind of Ejuma Anasi fighting corruption. Nobody's against somebody fighting corruption. But what about say videos are more common? Say Anas a video we are no say actually akwa jiska wa man for say oba e be we film any man. What about that one? Number 2. If he is really into say obi a bone corruption and person oye na wudi achi na oje yet nyina say corruption na cause o man no Anas e bom ye to asia is fine. Why say okwa say videos nyina wi aba wi a was about be that jiska, and that is what people are trying to find out. Say, if you really want, if you are Waboka, if you are Waboka, and this he need to get his money back. But the question is,
can you na one mantini? Also, or you video ni jiska na?
Say, or ton tickets. Now, our premiere or if you are national theatre, na say via baby say na the baby I say push this about a corner.
Could you know the end there? He have to take money because revenue no venue no no.
Okay.
Omuji ni sta. Ena niemo yusu no. Omuji ji huska electricity then the know the end there could you obeji huska no the assault out. But he said they now work on
this documentary. Maybe this information in BBC, Al Jazeera, they pay him bigger money than whatever he gets there.
I know the end there. Me no mean to move witness. This autonomo krano. Could you BBC for Akufo-Addo?
Content they will buy. It's a content. They will definitely pay for it.
Could you utime?
Me too.
Or the mom or the ma na autonomo krano. Could you? And yes, so bad because social media a buy. Yehu ama yehu niema bi wo nkran bia no masti ankasa niema ne enim nti so bi bomodi eko nkran bi ase no tumu ko yi investigation bi no oyi bi no the back obi pe obehia no obeto kujo. I think that is not bad because the person is portraying where we cannot see for them to see. But kujo Anas adwuma no oyem senka yenyane so ni patena kujo me na ada ka corruption na ekoso Ghana could you make it could you get to be trap? But on say me they be amekase. Politicians are very clever to the extent that when you are fighting corruption, they want to fight against you so that what their personal interest they can continue to do it. Could you mean you Ghana?
But tell me why not? When my first question I'm bizarre
and I'll say,
may say, if Anas is fighting or corruption, which we all believe and we know that is what he has been doing. Nase ayano say, where your videos ni we, which amount for videos we not say so much could discover more. Is that not amount to corruption?
Could you a honona, Mammy knew anu ye pa mo could you me pursue a thief with tear a honey ye? Could you wouldn't be? Bia no me kase kujo uba brochire ha uba brochire na opese wudi di ukrom for Ghana for ho a wudi ekofa obi asem na koka chense mi hu asumasi no yesi kujo obetuma flemu asem no kura asem no na enye no kure and so tell you wo no wasumu ya odenti no wuti ya osi intasumasi sister no ye kujo Anas ko jis ka free one ho ena se ojiska free wo ho a intino ade na ojiska free wo no unye ya eye de na humaniska so ojiska free wo ho wa be ka tyo se ma video na wo je bribe ya me ye na enye bribe eye de na humaniska that is what people have to understand. But the man for G2 mun say Anas on kasa into who can trot no sway when can to sway what you have said and only a broadcast will be out for the star. Minu kujo one wako jiniska. I know say because the politicians for the person fighting against you, and nothing almost so counter who watches the watchman. Yeah. I know it because could you yet now my own best say because they come to power no and that form.
But Tommy, the question is say it is said video na can you pon mo can wasem no say nipa ni bu ho a omo e follow the victim to announce jumedi a wodi concerning bribe takings and money man o wie na sankofo no o sibeti ko bi so musika di onya ama no wa show no video nim de wa nya ama no o de din e ba bonten e ba ne sa na o boa anase wo moa
kujo hono na me no nchiremu a metum di ama wo ne se nchiremu a me metum di am as support to argument ye pa ne se who told you he deleted some of the messages and I said some of the
videos e ko people court ne share ya omudi aso ekasai enti mom ka che ana say on produce the original because okata say not okata say the video no about no adopted enti no on produce the original videos no mra na omon hwe say the same like city I don't say videos enti no I don't think say am people court we can say because we me bow court ruling no am kan wasem.
Okay, Kujo, thank you. Hono de kakra me ebe chat to understand. Hono de yemfa ne sa because minim say me video ade bi wo hakra na mpese me send wa. Meye edit na me yi bi afrim because enya ne ma nyina na ebe hia wo Kujo say wo be show no wo programs no. Inti de good no. Me video wi a wo say meye edit na ma yi eno de amount. Inti so okoye edit now here raw na maybe raw no be take 5 hours 6 hours 7 hours why video ni ma bebre inti so anya editor okujo ade na wo hwe no how will you understand so inti na ma oye bibi a oye editing
but
so that the thing will be
not a case
now
what you be watch nipa 10 now I discover 2 ho no you dey free and that is you can't tell me say if it's like that I can't tell me say he did justice to what the video no koye no
kujo enuntina almost say ade na dey investigation so when you do your investigation now you find say police for economic or ransom people 10 people police will investigate the 10 people those who deserve to be punished they will deserve those who don't deserve they will need them. They will not say
these are people they all were into the same thing they all did the same thing what they say and as they were all involved but because the scammer announcing he took his name out. That's what I'm trying to say if that is the way I could say
okay Kujo what the engine to musa why yi be free so engine to me magia to musa why yi be free but e bi no kura why yi free no Kujo me no enha me e bi no why yi free no enha me because the level of corruption cause Kujo on say obi yan fa say yes they announce my charges for ni bi papa wu ne omo ma Kujo na no last week 3 weeks me see accident bi e still you kwan so yes nipa 25 yes nipa 25 kujo unim nipa ku sa enkrofon this it is these politicians because the money they're supposed to use to build good roads no omadi an accident ku nipa 25 at the spot now what the say nipa we e to anas ho a emu die na ohia say yeah
see most of the accidents are see a high roads you know and yes bia a kwan ni bu ha enye kwan papa o but you see drivers for ni be carelessness.
Thank you Kujo thank you
driver for no carelessness and ekun because can you imagine say from friend say the question about to a year the question about to Medina a whole kwan from bien ho a dual carriage obi so na me be separate people and so accident is see ho no Yeah, that for about corner Germany. Our bag Ghana. Oh no, be
yeah. Wow, look at
so
all this.
Wait,
look at
what mean fine share say a quite but sometimes the carelessness of some of the drivers, can kill because obi free I say and I say in radio so or say or no or driver no driver man driver no do anim no e driver man do in chamber no
a trooper kujo na adikonti ya make say ye paying for leaders no be ye dey adwuma show mun stem. They are not innovative. Kujo he kwan ya wo kan to ho kwan ya wo kan senka road minister or ye adwuma pa kujo kasa kwan na wo ka say drivers no driver careless no Mrs. Ska Kagana road minister for ni ade kombe nya wo sa kwan so no Kenya ska ketwa
MTT for said there
Debbie okay but me ka say ka revenue mbe gin wo sa kwan na wo kan
say na me ka say MTT for say there so me ko gina na mo check over speed inside my name no
de kombe ye ne say kudu Ghana de ye nu akiri no wo de pe camera kesiye nipa no o take over speed obedru nanim ho no 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 ane car na da board so ma obia hu no ne spot fine ne de amount kuyo o your man house o se u pesca de na chain we wo de fa camera ni still oduru end ho a amanfo gina ho check obedru ho no through media this internet system na no akoto TV so ni end ho ono ahu uko say fa usikabra simple enti kuyo kromo ana e wono mistake senka enyamla ahun emrofo no ma dwene bodam chen kuyo o ma dwene na bodam chen me say o drive ahun obi to be sawo ho as a car no be ku afa wiem because ehon no traffic regulation beyond to move cordio. What you say? But Odu Bebia, Ebeye, so. But here that's it, you that's the and say, oh, God, you know, that's the part. Yeah, Nadia, I'm a strike dead.
I'm going to fa Boba so away to her to me any attending can Boba so agent as well. Or no, so I crowd us on the joint 004915166594666. Now so I join you at about 004915166594666. In check us come out Tommy all the way in Canada. Also we see you day so also Anna Julie or say could you the same imagine me who you pa fina ma fem ebesani fence say ora obviously content cro an atwin komobium definitely yes ya ne kofi kranten ebesa atwin komobium se ne manteni e boy adwuma organ ha wadre wadom na krom communicate test no amuso me contact me enti no mo nko we no bebo yaku anim no nyame yadoma ebehwe nyame yadoma o chankana blasters e match enti face to face with emma so commentary live ye dey bro from pre-match till say match me say near match ni so a ye dey bia out me kwa amana so straight na me for obo to china live Kumasi na me wona me comment na bremo we are the please come from Kanku we say na me da ha oba
hello bra kujo wo Kumasi
me go Kumasi china china papa me free meeting cha blasters
match say Nyankopon say ma Ghana blasters fo ni nkonim hey bra Kumasi wo hu di bra me see bra Kumasi bra kujo wo kuma wo hu abrochire Newcastle say ni wo celebrate for Christian Achu eye nwa akura keke Jesus abofra ya che crowd wiase ebi ntina bra kujo wo wiase yese bobra pa no
isi dia sempa
bobra pa
dia sempa
dia sempa mo me dia sempa bra kujo wo wiase wo dia sempa eye papa kore ya che Ghana football bofo se eso mo boboro mo nye biribi bra kujo me enye we na ye o topic die nanso wo hwe nkware a aboboro Ghana ban ana ma bobol free coast ABC Ghana Blaster ma hwe de nkware yie yu ankware yaye pa bra kujo se ontimi hite obi improve ed mu si wo se meye stadium ba kwa na meye park me di when say gla wo mu kan say
ye park ni so yie ana o tunu ho asi wa ye one stadium ama nation
ayana empanyifo ansa omenya team makona abra ma abra kwa empanyifo je bribe ni mane manje bu ha no adwala kwa so obeboa
bra kujo na atwide wa amre
obenya ni
panse kujo hwe obi Overborrowing Newcastle we said ye celebrate we say ebi si bida e ball me hu bi ba wi ase me 57 years me hu bi da hwe pokwa firi no mu ye kra ye ball mu din radio so one day kra na asa hwe Christina Chu ato now amafo gusu bo abranti din enti ball fo na Overborrowing Ghana fo na Overborrowing omo nye biribi ma nation no nye bibia na de to Ghana aban so omo nye biribi. Okay. Any play free or United Ebesin Korea United Stadium or Krabeho. Is it going to be a blue crowd? Hey, I Konako, Tinanadia and Yaku was yes, Kazigo. Konako, Korea United Stadium, Kokobra could do Urebeho. Urebeho, Nanso Sikafonia, Mamia Gradage and Crime, and what didn't say Funisi, who or Disika, a so a cornea fitting Oboko. Sika wanya sika wotuko onye sika no ko diko kwa United ne tu ni din se Mamia Grada Stadium kra akanye akanye be hira okay now so onye sika de ogina ho na o cheche ho na o dance now so sabi o da ho na ye ne bobo okko okay bra ku jode ne da ho min ka semba kra min ko na me de mani abre
ye hwe nsemba ku mi ye hwe kran Japan ne ya anasen semba beto dwane ne ye hwe ye still nation na MPP NDC for ye omo je say nado skap die basa ana ekoso na memonu sa so na ne krede onke bi nkire Ghana for we ni sema na ye hwe na ye kan wasem
bra kujo nya no kware na nado bonde bo awabo no me bra kujo na me chia tiefo nyina me chia na chenchen asem o sem so je ni asem yo ohia no ata wani so kama na ho ato coach masi anumatiwa na mechia Boga Steven na mechia Japuko Canada wotien na miakoa na Benjamin ti wonka chepa na 40 oni John Dibo chiamu nyina ra kujo hwe enokwa de ukanye hwe si Mahama course de monzi ehuru no ana hwe
mehu sa video no
onzi ehuru no bra kujo eye pa mesi esemfo no kura we kura swa bra kujo chira kukumasi a eya hwe omo ewufufuo omo eso niema omo fehefa na so from Kwame Nkrumah o say
me se Ghana fo nyai sa de ne ye se mampanyi fo
eya pa bra kujo bra kujo omo di hwe mamenka na se bra kujo aboa no de yawo na eden eka aboa no wo de aho prepare na eden eka from Kwame Nkrumah time and wa masimfo chance ebesi nde bra kujo president ko monye bi wo sem clearly mine Gwana Shishara ne betra kunya so. O ye president at Amis time vice president for Mahama time Akufo time vice president for Nanado time vice president for bra kujo e die ben na san Akufo wi atimi aye masemfo mesi semfo ndo mo ye pressure eswa di omo ye no akire Mahama no eswa mi ese prosifo mo kwan na ka ye mmoro no omo mmoro no na mo maka omo nye den omo mpam no mfiri ho omo pam ni free kronim because ho no free we see achibe oda e ho na wo free omo na aboa wo na watime be president wo beju wutimi nya hwe mo omo pam wo ko omo de president France president kwa ya fina sun I had ne court go send di for kan ho okay and who are you na brakujo the American say na nado adwuma wa ye no wa ye adwuma sika no wadi bia brakujo wo de ye adwuma soso bisa ho say NDC for no ba ye no from NDC time, Lawrence time, ebesi ne NDC any MPP. One attack kunya so achere. Lawrence be chance wentimi anye Rwanda sojeni wetimi abeye. Okay? What kunya wenti e kwan ba akokro wentimi anye. Na nado by free education e cost how much? Ama maska for ba ma hiafo. E ya konkurase no bra kuju me ba Ghana me konkurase. Na hwese nkurase wanya hwe kra da ache kra mpo a obetimi de den akenkan graphic. Na nado juma waye no waye juma ekwan ye wo boada anyan kwanta ne ye call the same branch kokwe ne mami eye branch me chia o nyame fa nko branch kokwe ne mami yi na ke fi anyan kwanta kosi dunkwa obo ase na odi 2 hours to 4 hours ni twa ene odi na 2 hours ni wadu dunkwa ba kujo na nado waye juma ti ya mama munye sa
Ghana for yem pen no kware mahama no ye obetimi aye a atamesi ka kire say ohun akra to Kumasi kwan na no asi ni trust na so na obi na ababaye Opokwase he ho no enye obi na abaye overhead bridge no na Ghana for nim say Opokwase overhead bridge betimi aba ho akojo mum yen kan kwa de papa na ye waye adwuma wodi em se na na be fira kunya so mo mpani nkrofo apata fo mo ni sika no bebe hu mo afere mo be hyase mo su mo twa mo se sika na wo betu aba school fees no bra kujo fa sense kan to ho na fa bo aba no buku kakra ebe ye onya oba ko school sa ko du what they say secondary school ntua kapre abrochira hwan na ba ko school hwan na ba ko school odidi a wontua ka Ghana nko na mo madidi school mo didi free so still metro for for scanner den aduane sa chon di ba kujo yenya den Ghana kunya no mom di in fact adding but the me yan say na na so bi enfun so ya twe na so ana bra kujo Kenya Japan we din kunim papa adena branch here wo say friends anas wo ko twitwa nkrofo photos o ko e dia wo de ade kata wanim say oduma na akwa na de papa adena ade kata wanim lawyers na ebi asem na na judges no om de bibia kata nanim unkuto na je say odo ni nyansa si obia o ma judge fo bi ma nya stroke ebi ma afaso awuwu a enya no kware wo kwa na wo yo nipa esake de sign down bonitu anas no be katro Thomas Anafo Panto me chia but sajma na oye no wa Ghana bako nye Kenya Japan me danfo obema nipa tuto wrem akuje yenya ne sa o yenya ne sa hwe judges mu ya bia nya enya stroke awu basa e kasen aye yo man ba pa akuje ade bi koso na nya se se ka na Kenya Japan le bia bompa ya man se Nyankopon mo na no me president on the nipa no so tie ase ni nyina no entokwa ani sika ene wona ni so na wo ye adwuma na wa hwe wani so kama na wayi wadi Ghana for so dey wonya hye a rakujo wuntimi control mu da this wo ye hye so ni sa hye no kre this wo ye hye and wo anya hye rakujo wuntimi wo mu da this wo ye hye papa ye so ani ye nipa ni asofo ni adifo ni we say madam for buko Kumasi ni ye ko twa ne 5 million na me de pa wo aso wo kwa sorry so no unyi osofo ni wa du Kumasi akọ sofo bi ho amuso ye say e draw the man kwakọ papa an kwakọ sa ko wu aka ho asa agine 5 million na ono si ye ka bibi na ye kam MPP asema bo nso ono so nye kugudro no eden no wo ka bi aba la kujo eti ye damasi na djuma pass awo ye den wo ye bo Ghana fo na professor antimiti nka che Dr. Wiafe Mechia o me ti won ka che papa Mechia e wo say adofo na tiefo nyina Thomas wo Vancouver and so Canada in Chiapa mte on kache tia bra ku jo so me chia on admafo nyina ma tie nka mate me sha bebre o cham se Ghana for bra ku jo pese Ghana for che dodo sen me sa ho keka no be me sa ho keka no we de vim no so we de me hwa ho keka no se Ghana brasa baby bi ni am hwa me hwa ho keka no we de se coach wo be papa se coach Angola nye but ma hwe ne internet say me yesi jama mo goalkeeper no za so ne wepra
ba ne ho ato no
okay
minor injury
Benjamin ase
all right yo boba ye dasi bebre na yem emba ensi waso boba ene tin nka all the way from Slovakia aron so free so that join tre e dey abaz to me the voice note be by me emboss our voice note no na yentua jumadi ne so I don't know what he was talking about but your boss voice not even ready in sending you making messages okay making messages back community now my sorry so it's my main call Tommy line so now mean the voice note now or the buy and now who said the in 7 ACT ho it's 00491516594666 na Franco
in fact who said when systems are not working now, that is how a country goes. Because ECG company anka mo demo. How should you wait till now say ube close binom meters near there? Sometimes I don't understand. Because you find it's a system no one kasa who managing director why ECG so say opese efficient. Could you 1 month, 2 months, opian piane bossa lights off. You don't need to make any announcement. They will see that their light is not working. Then they will come to you. You tell them, go and pay your bills. Your light will be switched on. We just say, Bruni and a betray and Hunyansa and Sunny to me.
Eti we just bring the betray Hunyansa and Sana Yetimia Tommy and I attaining can honor. How did you make it in AC? Edia Majiswo, a Richard Kudami Aduma, a message here, Yamiadwa China. Say we can China at the live commentary from Kumasi Sports Stadium at the Everbrow, a year Kumasi Santikotoko. Sorry, a Ghana Blasters versus a year Angola. Like I can see air basso. A live commentary from a no you empire 230 pepe na build up the air coso. It's a mobile a fan saying no me and Sunday and I say BB asset by 4 live commentary say by 6. I could see a hot animal. It's a Ghana Blasters against Angola. Aduma Ochina from 6 p.m. From match 4 p.m. It's a kind of channel. So a live commentary on Facebook, by YouTube, by also and on radio. So a Ghana Waves on radio, Ghana Waves on Facebook, Ghana Waves on YouTube, Ghana Waves on TikTok. Maybe bon day so say the team you bon day say your app no say unibia over download. But just what download this one share my mouth for. Yeah, changes the criminal community home. Rebecca, one I'm using iPhones, you know. Recently, now prepare App Store. I don't win. But I said, I be bia or house where we come. If you spend a lot of money there to just to make it work, and to more than I say, Ober recommend a movie. Say on download the Ghana Waves app, no. Or beat me at station episode TV. I say, what the radio station means, you I won't call us your Boba and your Wob, Papas and Cry. One other station was one in our Ghana Waves app, so into one more call, meet me at a Ghana Waves radio. A hot animal. Young cock, not mean sorry, Jimmy, so ye pon straight.